Yeah, I thought that bitch.
I'm not even gonna worry about the usual 5-minute startup I do.
You wanna try it again? Try it again. Try it again, Timo.
Also, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, never mind. I said correct.
Bye! I did good. I did Gucci. I ended up with like 11 kills, I think.
While I was working on my way back downstairs, I was also still watching my friend Starlax, because he's streaming.
Yes, ma'am.
And I said, okay, I have it open, I can't hear anything, I have you turned down really low on my phone because I promised to do something that I can't really watch. And he just goes, that's okay, do what you need to do, I'll be here. And I'm like, oh.
I'm gonna give it to the Echo. The Echo was very chill. We were vibing. He was very helpful.
What's helpfulness?
I know.
Fuck.
And it's weird. I'm not used to Echoes being helpful, first of all. Second of all, me and the Timo had the most damage because he went Bernie, so not surprised there. But besides that, me and Echo were tie and tie. No one got close to either of us. Yeah, I ended up with 11 and 5 and 16. I came back. Your girl came back.
I am opening League, but it's to check if someone added me back out.
Oh, you added a new friend?
So remember me telling you about the Caitlyn I had in my game? Who was getting backed on despite doing so much better than the Pantheon?
Yeah.
I added them.
Aw, that's sweet of you. I just got a friend request from who?
Echo?
Was it the Echo?
I don't know.
Was it the Echo?
I don't know.
It was the Echo. It was
Hey,
the
I
Echo.
was right!
Oh, what a sweetheart. I'll add him. I'll be like, hi.
No, they haven't added me. I don't know if they got off after that or just won't.
Yeah, they might just not add because they might be confused in the whole situation.
Oh no, there was no confusion. I was typing them. Who? Oh, hi, Cookie.
Who? What?
You're already streaming?
Yeah, I said I was just going to go straight into streaming so we can have like a little open time to chit chat.
That's true. That is fair. That is understandable.
I just didn't realize Cookie was here yet. Or here already. How are you, Cookie? I get to stream twice today.
Fuck, shit, tits.
Hits.
Shit,
Where?
bitch,
Why do you show my face in them?
Honestly, Sam.
I'm not part of this conversation. Yeah, today is podcast day because we don't tend to do it often because things keep getting in the way. Oh, you have COVID! Oh no, I'm so sorry!
Wait, what? What happened?
Cookie has the coronas.
Ew! Let me. I don't know. I would say let me punch it out of it, but I don't want to punch you.
I don't think punching people cures their COVID.
You don't know about that.
If you can punch me hard enough to create complete damage to where I eviscerate, please.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Eviscerate me.
No. No. That sounds weird. No.
I thought you were about to say that's somebody else.
That sounds like some bullshit, Mello. I don't know how I feel about that.
No, because more involved eating.
Eviscerate?
Eviscerate means to, like, completely annihilate, destroy the body.
No, that's some fucked up.
Actually, no,
shit.
isn't evisceration when you remove the, like, intestines?
Eviscerate? No, that's no. Eviscerate was no. You were right about the first definition of it.
It's very violent, basically.
It's just a very violent way of murder. I meant to put cum join and I put coma.
No, it's disembowel.
What?
It is disembowel.
Oh, is it disembowel?
Yeah.
Disembowel, yeah. Your bowels are now no longer existing. They are disembowel.
They are eviscerated. I was right.
Okay, anywho, I'm starting up my live stream. I'm gonna go casually go grab some more coffee.
Let me be the social person. I will throw
Cookie
shit everywhere. Holy mother of...
There are a lot of people coming in.
There are.
So,
I haven't done anything yet.
Hi, Lee. There's your hug, hon, and hi, Yuki.
I like how I said hi, bitches, and my fucking phone goes off for Katana. Okay, not Katana, Bixby. Listen here, motherfucker.
What's
Anywho.
wrong?
I will be back, hobos. BRB! Gotta get more coffee, because I need it to function and live before
Thanks, memes. I've technically been it for a little bit. I just didn't realize I had to keep rereading shit.
My Christmas gift from Scarlett this year is they're going to get my emotes made. So that when I can put affiliate on, I can just have them ready. Where is the server? I am being the dumb. There it is. Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Shipping companies being bitches. Garrett is...
Why would they have white text? What the hell? Like, I know that's not, like, the most important thing here, but whomst does that? I do want to go on Twitter and retweet Scarlet stuff. Did you tweet, sir?
I'm working on it. I had to make sure I was getting both y'all's handles, or not handles, the Twitch shit right.
I actually just meant to ask it, nothing more. Truth? Question mark?
I love the young drama.
I retweeted
First time
Scarlet's
to
tweet.
hear this show and walk upstairs.
Hi, ma'am.
What?
Hi.
I fucking hate family drama. Did I say that? I think I need to say it again.
Fair. I like how many...
You fucking bitch.
I like in your most recent pictures that you've used on Twitter, in a perfect square, or is your PNG.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I know it is.
We'll go to my intermission just because. Yes, this is the best.
I'm still on the stream starting screen.
Yeah, bitch! I don't have water. You know what? I'm drinking coffee. I'm drinking coffee just because you did that. Right as the song ended, it did not. Right as I took a sip, I almost choked.
I didn't even know Talkshows and podcasts were. Yeah, they are!
Yeah, Cookie, guess what? Look, I got an emote.
Yeah! It's got one of their emotes ready. Oh my Lanta! It's your PC too. Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. And I have to work tomorrow. I'm just trying not to break down. Take deep breaths. See if you. So the best thing I can offer is maybe see if you can't. Do you have any neighbors that you would trust that you have a special package coming in? Or have someone stop by to take it in or something? I'd want a podcast so people could roast my bad takes. Honestly, this podcast is going to be as scuffed as the three of us tend to be.
It's very true. Like, I don't expect like the podcast. Like we're gonna talk about shit, okay? That's kind of obvious, but it's gonna be very stuffed all over the place.
Yeah, no, it's not going to be. Our
Wait, who's
first
having a
one was
breakdown?
like a while ago now, and my version of it got effed up on YouTube for some ungodly reason.
Oh yeah, that was so weird.
Like, as you can tell now, you can hear me just fine.
You're
But like
good.
when I recorded, it just kept cutting out, and I don't understand. Oh wait, I should probably get the Google Doc open, shouldn't I?
Yeah, but at the same time, ooh, twerking. Well, I can do that.
Ma'am.
Oh, it's cake. I meant that. It looks
Ma'am.
like it was twerking. What?
Bitch.
Listen. I can throw it back, okay?
Good for you.
I used to
This
party.
is not my conversation.
Listen, at least I have an ass.
Listen here, I cannot help it. My family on both sides ain't got shit.
Listen, I'm gonna throw you under the bus, bitch.
Do it.
Flat ass,
And me.
bitch. No, I said. God, Mello. I can't. I fucking can't. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
No, not professional at all. If you saw what it looked like, it's.
It actually looks pretty good.
No, it does look good. Now, do I still have the Google Doc?
You should still. I don't think it was it pinned. Who's an axolotl?
Mela, you need to calm down.
No.
Probably me.
Oh wait,
Fuck.
this is the part that we stopped having like normal shit.
Oh yeah, that's because we went fucking full ADHD mode, bro.
To explain, at the end of talking about family, which we've already done, I just see someone scream banana, which I know is Scarlet. And then I don't remember why this is here. Zen then goes hashtag blame Scarlet. Scarlet goes factory bitch. I said I love you.
Hi,
I
Raven.
love y'all. I'm pretty sure Scarlet said hashtag I don't love myself or something. No, Zen said that, and then Scarlet says fuck you, love yourself, bitch.
Yourself, bitch. Yeah.
And then they
continue
to go NOU. Hashtag wheezing. Hashtag I can't help it. Fuck you.
Fuck
hashtag
you.
I was talking about myself. Hashtag LOLH. Hashtag zoned
Fix that. I need a...
zoned out at my my gosh dang mouth.
Yeah, out of my god,
Mind.
out of my goddamn mind.
ADHD
I'm good,
to
Raven.
the max.
How are you?
And then we get to Zen's like special conversation about games, and I just see hashtag gotta pass that fuck out. Hashtag no, not really. Not really, and quite awake.
Thank you. Like here's the thing, it was professional, and then we started just randomly throwing hashtag shit out because we were bored. We're like, why the fuck not? Raven, go get food then. And don't tell me you can't afford it. I will send you money. I don't care if I'm broke. I have enough money to send you something.
There. I think
we start at 15 minutes for me, which is literally in 2 minutes, or we can go in 20 and give us like 7 more minutes to just minor chat.
Bro, I'm just here for whenever. I'm also live streaming it because I can just save the whole live stream.
Yeah.
As a video.
So Zen is an anonymous axolotl, and Scarlet, you are an anonymous rhino.
What the fuck? Wait, are you trying to say I'm fat, bitch? Listen here, Google Docs. Fuck you.
Sounds like a personal.
I
see Mela as Mela, and then I used to see Zen as an axolotl.
So we talked about Overwatch 1 and 2. I think we should start up since we've actually played the topic now.
Mm-hmm.
So we can start with there, go through the games, because we'll be starting with the games, y'all. I think we should go through the games that we have on there, and then we roll a D3, and we decide on who's starting with their stuff, their special ones first.
Yes, okay, I need to...
First with Mela, I can't even send a... What the hell? Also, something I talked to Scarlet and Zen about, like, minorly. How would y'all feel if on maybe one of the days one of us can't join, we do, like, true crime rating outs, or, like, scary story type of stuff?
But...
Okay, I think I've done the shouting outing. I don't fucking know.
Oh, speaking of shoutouts, thank you for saying that.
I did nothing. I did nothing of the sort. Not me putting shit. I wonder, can I pick?
Where the fuck? Okay. Because I technically have
I gotta go to Twitter. I gotta go to Twitter. Gosh dang, if I could type, that would help.
Cookie streams, right?
Huh?
Cookie streams every now and then.
Yes. Just not right now, just because of school.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm muting both your streams because my brain can't.
Well, why the fuck did you have us open to begin with?
I'm a fucking
Raven, go eat food!
The fuck do you mean why do I have it open?
Did I not put the capital letters correctly?
I meant, why don't you have us muted? That's what I meant to say. It's in here.
So, what? I have the streams muted.
No, I have the right thing.
So I'm not hearing triple.
Triple? You don't want to hear us 3 times over?
Girl, I hear enough voices in my head, I don't need to no more. Fuck.
Because you deserve it, darling. Take my
yes,
love.
I just shouted out Cookie.
And there we go. I'll talk later.
Hey, what the fuck? Why are you shouting me out? I'm literally... Okay. Okay.
Fuck off. I've shouted everyone out in my
Mela.
chat streams.
There's a new thing you can do now, Mela. For
Yeah, I
streaming.
know. I haven't learned it yet.
I need to do it.
Because if it's what I'm thinking of, like, yeah, I know, I've seen it, I just haven't bothered with it.
I need to get out of mod view.
Yes, rest well, Lee, I'm so sorry.
Lee, make sure you get better, hon. I don't know what's happening, and I'm
His
sorry, but I hope you get better.
$1,100 computer has been delayed a day when he's at work. And the only people around him for neighbors are drug addicts.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
The new thing. Oh, Yuki, so if you do collabs now, apparently... Let me see if I can find it.
Oh, wait, I didn't know this one.
No, there's a new thing, so if you guys are doing collabs, you are allowed to... If I can go to my stream manager, thank the fuck... Jesus Christ. Where is it?
Oh, that reminds me.
There's a new option called Guest Star. Oh. I can't use it because I don't use Chrome. But if you use Google Chrome, you can now do the option it's Guest Star. Apparently what it does is if anybody is with you, like you're doing like a collab or something, you can have that on there. So it makes it easier for people to check out who you're collabing with.
Well, I also need to make a command that is like, meet the Mythakins.
That's true. When did I... Wait, hold up. Wait, when did I hit 3 more followers in the last day. What the fuck? When did this happen? Wait a damn minute. Wait a minute.
Did I spell that right?
Here, I'm gonna go. I guess I'll throw myself in some freaking... Shout myself out in some servers, I guess.
Can you do that times 2?
Yes, I will, ma'am.
Because I'm literally just trying to set up things on our end.
Exactly, that's why I'm just doing some finishing stuff. Bella Harma is on and muted, that way she has more viewers. We don't talk about it though. We don't talk about Bruno, no. What the fuck, why did that song pop in my head?
We don't talk about Bruno, but it was my wedding day. Anyway, that's all I know of it.
Why is my Spotify actively messing with me?
Yuki, do you post on like TikTok or any other social media platform? Because if that's the case, then it's most likely where it came from. I've noticed that's what's happened to me since I started posting on TikTok.
I have had no followers from TikTok.
I don't post on TikTok.
I don't post much on TikTok.
Oh.
That's how I've been feeling about Twitter, though. I don't know if you've noticed,
what?
Scarlett. I've been getting random people following me on Twitter.
Yeah,
Same.
I just had the random person follow me literally after I not.
You also gotta realize that there's a lot of bots in Twitter, so you could be bot followed.
I don't think I care. It's Twitter.
Right?
Same.
It's different when it's like Twitch?
I'm there to post my horny shit. Ta-da!
Maybe one day if I ever get comfortable, but that is not today.
Hey, in the
Today is
future,
not that day.
hey, in the future, if I do collabs with people, maybe if we're both comfortable with it, we'll do some NSFW art, because why the fuck not? Oh my god, that's a me? Okay. Wow,
Can I
promote
please
myself
click
and
the
I
right
level up.
button?
I didn't post myself in Cat's place. I did not do that at all.
We're gonna have this on a 10-second cooldown.
So if I could type, that would help.
So now that I have that, did I make it S? I did. There we go.
I also can't see if someone's talking.
What the hell happened?
Uh-oh, you didn't space.
I did space! Oh, I know what happened. Never mind. Don't click the link that has Scarlet and then Zen. Mela has made a mistake. She was deleting something, and I guess I deleted that. Oh, that's why. No, I didn't. It wasn't that I didn't space. I hit enter.
What does that do if I click on the link?
Probably nothing.
Yeah, it's a sign unless you got a time machine, your content is unavailable.
I fixed it.
There we go.
There we go.
Oh, I should make that as a command too.
Yeah. Do you want me to just copy pasta and you can change yours to my name?
Yes, please.
Wow, that voice. It's a wedding day. I don't know the lyrics.
I know, Spotify, why must you do this to me?
Thank you for the follow on TikTok, Kiki. There you go, Scarlett.
Wait.
I was supposed to post Mela on social media platforms. Copy.
Thank you.
We're going to Cat's place, because why not?
I just have Spotify in the background, and it because I'm a nerd like that. I have one of the like covers for an Overwatch Victor thing. It's playing in the background, and my brain's going. Now I really want to play Overwatch. I'm like, no, stop.
There you go. There you go.
Look, I would play Overwatch with you today, but I actually have things, you're still in. Yes, I know, we haven't actually started the podcast. we're still getting some social media stuff out of the way. This is just for comfy times, for now. Honestly, Yuki, you haven't missed much. I only have been posting as of, maybe 2 months, and even then, it's, every once in a while. My highest, rated, or highest, seen videos is one with AI art.
Ooh.
One with me being Party Ducked and Goose Goose Duck. And then my singing one actually has gotten quite a bit of views, and I'm very confused. Oh, my poor friend. My poor friend Star. He's having technical issues, and he's already had to restart stream once. And now he's got to do it again.
No, honey, no.
To be fair, the first technical issue was Dead by Daylight's screen freaking the fuck out.
Not surprised, because DVD.
Well, it's their new characters, then.
Oh, is that? Oh, that's why then.
And it is literally a D&D paladin with an aura, and it is overpowered right now.
Oh, what the fuck? That sounds cool, but what the fuck?
It's strong, and no one's really sure how to counteract its aura. It also sends out guards that just chase you until,
you die.
No, they rarely can catch you. They're so fucking slow.
Oh.
No, they are the
Damn.
same speed as you, so if you've already started running a decent distance from it, they ain't catching up. But yeah, no, Yuki, you've missed. Oh, fuck, phone. Go away, go away. Notifications!
I fucked the button incorrectly, Jesus Christ.
My most popular TikTok was about this joke. Oh no.
It was about what?
A certain drug, but as a joke.
Ew. No.
I don't do any of the drugs. I used to have one friend who was fucking bound and determined to have me eat an edible, and I'm like, I'm just not interested in it.
Huh?
Yeah, it's remember the friend that... I don't want to say names because I know she streams. The one that fucked me up and I told y'all about? It was a song? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, her. She was bound and determined that if we ever met or, like, lived together, because that was also something else we wanted to do. Hell, we wanted to start up a business for snakes at one point. What? And then she met her boyfriend. She goes, yeah, no, I'm done. I'm like, oh, okay. But
okay, now I need to screen capture so people can see our topics. I need to do. Wait, should I do that?
No.
I thought we were using the this. The screen that I made.
Oh, I never saved that.
Man.
Oh, and it has my old PNG. It has my fake PNG on there.
Can you send me your PNG then?
Oh, again. Jeez,
your actual PNG then.
Melly, you can get it from my about section.
Oh, do you have it in your about section?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, cool. Let me just It's a motherfucking.
I'm gonna close some shit in the background, cause yes.
Save image. I'm gonna have to move you somewhere else, Scarlett, on the screen, because you're gonna be taking up a lot.
It's a full body thing, so.
I think I'll just swap you where you and I stand.
That works. So are we are we gonna go straight into talking about like the games in general?
I think
and then go to the individuals.
That's how I intended.
What we talked about last time, so yeah.
I feel like the first thing we should do is give like a basic intro.
That is true.
Who each other are, so y'all can do that while I'm desperately trying to remember where the fuck I just put your PNG.
You're fine. So I feel like what we should do. I used to be fucking rat. Anyway, I feel like we should talk about like 1 or 2 of the group games. You didn't even spell it right, dumb bitch.
That's fine.
There.
That was the point of just leaving it like it was.
Oh, okay. Wait, here, I better. There you go. Oh, wait. There you go. Anyway, I feel like we should talk about like 1 or 2 of the big group games, and then switch in between each of us.
How do I put you behind? Oh, I know how to put you behind me.
Oh my god, I see my ugly ass face. I'm standing on Mella's face. What is this? What is this craziness? Also, hi, Raptor. Anyway, why do I have so many notifications? Borowski. Discord, calm yourself down. Mela, can you resend me? After you get done, can you resend me the stars between things so I can put it on here?
Yeah.
Professionals.
Give me like a hot fucking second to find it.
But we are not professional. Here's the thing. Even if I were to, in theory, become a popular VTuber and get high up there, I ain't gonna be professional. I'm gonna be so scuffed. I'm not gonna lie.
Same.
If you alt-drag, you can make the image cut. Oh, that's right.
I failed to see the sarcasm that was in my voice.
I'm about to reach at this motherfucking screen and bitch slap you. I swear to God.
No,
Break me.
Mela, shut the fuck up! I wasn't even talking about you. Scuff VTuber for real. Yes.
If you alt drag, you can make the image cut without making it smaller. Oh. Well, it was also kind of gigantic. Professional streamers, everyone. Yeah,
I
I'm also a
hate
professional
having-
dungeon master on tonight.
Every
Shut the
day.
fuck up.
Huh? Bro, I can literally, over this sinus infection. It's almost gone. It's going away, but it's still there, slightly holding on for dear life. And
The
I'm
music,
over it.
it's like really loud in my ears.
I buttoned incorrectly, mother trucker.
Bringing that down quite a bit because I didn't realize how loud it was. And then you hear Zin, the husky between the three of us.
That's true.
No.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
no,
Zin
no.
is a husky. I am a corgi mixed with a bloodhound. Scarlet, what the fuck are you?
Alcoholic.
No, you're not.
I'm just
That's
kidding. No,
not
You're
a
no.
breed.
coffeeholic.
Dog.
I'm a coffeeholic. That's what I am. I'm caffeinated.
Alcoholic.
Caffeinated
That
in.
just sounds like you're addicted to coughing.
I said
caffeinated.
coffeeaholic.
Just call
On
it-
tonight, can we get past doing one fucking task, not having ADHD interfere?
I get
Ha!
chihuahua
You get
vibes.
Chihuahua!
Chihuahua vibes.
You're not like the thin, like
Wait.
short for a Chihuahua. You're the long for a Chihuahua.
Oh, even worse. Oh.
Why even worse? They're usually
I
nicer.
don't like chihuahuas. Period.
Would you
Damn, that's
prefer to
crazy.
be a Yorkie?
Honestly, yeah, I'll
Aw,
take that.
how sweet of you!
Oh, all of a sudden, I clicked the ban.
Oh.
Get the fuck out of here.
You removed it!
Oh, Mela, what'd you do?
I banned them
Let me-
first. They're already gone.
Banished. Double ban, bro.
Thank you very much, but nah, I'm Gucci.
Not interested.
Bye, bitch.
Bye.
Okay, Mr. Deep fucking crackhead voice. Listen here, you need to calm down. Mel, did you ever send me the thingy?
Yes, it's in the chat.
Oh my god, my ears. Stop it.
It's your fault for having me so loud.
I'm being bullied.
Sounds like a personal problem. Okay, I guess I should.
So I have my friend open on my phone still. And I just put in his chat, still can't hear, but as a request, could you play a game of Demo Puppy? Because now he's on the bean killer.
Tell Memo.
Bully the kobold.
Tell Memo. Well,
Tell
so
me
why
more,
can you
tell
tell
me
Memo?
more, did you get very far?
Listen, Mela tells me all the time about you getting bullied memes, so it's fine.
Bully the kobold!
Why? Wait, why? First of all, why do we bully memes?
Because we love memes.
Okay.
And all he ever plays is kobolds. Or kobold variants.
I wonder why.
And then, to be fair, Zin almost always plays elves. However, he has been playing more than elves lately. He's played a tiefling, he's played a lupin.
I played Tiefling, I played Siren. Or I'm going to play Siren. Let me correct myself.
I need to make a character for that game because I haven't decided what the fuck I'm doing with it. All I know
'Cause
is
you're
that
on crack.
all I know is that y'all are coming from the fucking Feywild.
Fey.
I'm coming from a different place. That's all I know.
What?
You're dumb.
So y'all are both coming from the Feywild in the special game. However, I'm coming from a completely different place.
I want to
Coming from
squish
the
memes.
Feywild?
I wanna
Yeah,
squish
that's
memes,
where the
please.
Kitsune are. Remember? You're coming. You were born
Oh,
in the
that
This is
game.
Feywild.
a,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a
okay.
personal game, you dumbass.
And the Sunday game does wind up ending, which it kind of looks like it's going to be because I keep having people cancel.
Uh-huh.
Which I'm not too upset about. It's a gimmick game. I'll be looking to set
Yeah.
up the actual game with y'all.
As long as I don't work Sunday nights.
Which means I
has
actually
not
need to
been
fucking
that
work
way
on-
lately.
I
Been
need to work
mornings.
on the special class of your Scarlet. But now that I've not been working on it, I think I have ideas.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna explode.
Yeah, how do you think I feel?
That's your brain
throw this
exploding.
at you. And this might hurt. It's a squishy pen topper.
It's a stutter.
I always stutter.
I say
But
Shut the fuck up.
my ADHD is on max overdrive right now, y'all. It
Are
is
we
going
ready yet?
I've been ready, waiting
been
on you,
ready.
bitch.
I have been ready. I've been waiting for
Oh.
you to tell me when you have it up.
I've been waiting for you two crackheads because I can't stream it. So
I'm not the one who ain't got the crack. I don't. There's a
NASCAR, we're making another left turn.
We're making a left turn. Anyway,
Heretics.
so a quick introduction to each of us.
Hi.
I have an idea. I'm going to get the fucking D3 out already. Take numbers.
2.
Scarlet.
1.
I am 3. And the dice roller says, roll. And we get a 1. Sorry, with Scarlet.
Fuck me. Okay, I guess.
Followed
Well,
by me.
hello, everybody. True. Anyway, hello, everybody. God damn it. Hi, everybody. My name is Scarlet Moon. I am your casual witch over here. Well, I'm a mix of a lot of things, witch, siren, all that kind of stuff. But I'm here to be chill, but also cause chaos. I love the word arson because I love arson in general. Surprisingly, for me being a mermaid, but besides the point. I am here to attempt to bring people together, and I'm here with these two fucking crackheads. Yes, there's my title, arson. Scarlet, the entire lunch. Yes, very much true. Anyway, I'm here with my two besties, these crackheads, Zin and Noah, and I love them very much, and I would die for them. There you go. There's my intro. Totally didn't fuck it up.
I am next. I am your local. Hi!
I'm your local hi.
I am your local
Damn,
Naga who's
that's
got
crazy.
I'm going to throw this thing at you.
Dang, Mella.
I am your local
Scott.
Naga. I have a lot of lore that I've not yet written down. My name is Mama Harma. I try to be a very open person, very hyperactive. I tend to be very ADHD in everything, so I tend to space out or overtalk about random things.
Very
Zin
true.
and Scarlet are two of my best friends, and I adore them. I try to be very calm, very chill, but like, I'm not the one you need to worry about when it comes to my channel. My mod will fucking end your life in terms of a ban or a kick right away.
It's true. I just did it.
But
And then Mel died at the same time.
Yeah. But that's pretty much all I really need to say.
Her ADHD goes burr. She's also a corgi, guys.
I'm a corgi mixed with a bloodhound. I'm also a D&D player and a DM. So fuck you.
Respectfully, no. I am the
Respectfully,
fruity.
fuck you.
Okay, there you go. That works. I was like, I am the fruity. I have a person. Thank you.
It is insane.
Yes. Hi, I'm Zen. You know, giggling over there. My name is Zen. I am probably the most calm of the three of us. Most of the time. I am the local hybrid who kind of just helps around. Usually I'm just here and there. Don't really... God, my brain just short-circuited. Give me a second. That happens.
That happens quite a lot for all of us.
I space out sometimes. And like I said, I'm usually the calm one. But I can get very aggressive very fast.
Oh yeah. Totally don't know
And
that.
very hyper very fast. But usually those end with how fast they appear. What do I know? Scarlet and Mel are my best friends.
Oh.
As much as they drive me up the wall sometimes.
Oh, you know you do it to us too sometimes with Art.
I'm sure. Point taken.
You know, I have comments to both of you in the chat right now, but I'm not going to say anything because it's mean.
Yeah, please don't. Crouching Mun hitting crack.
Crackhead.
Anything else you'd like to add, Zin?
No. I think
He's
that's
addicted to
it for
Final
me.
Fantasy.
Not addicted to Final Fantasy. I haven't played that in like.
I know.
So that's the most scuffed introductions of ourselves.
It's true. I mean,
If you see, here's the fun part about what just conspired, right? It took us 5 minutes to get through all three of our introductions. It took us at least 35 minutes to get set up for that moment.
In fairness. Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen. I also forgot to leave off something. When I play games, especially like League or Valorant, I am the person in the friend group that is the aggressive, angry bitch that I am yelling at motherfuckers in the game. So
If I'm
if
playing
you tune
things, you just hear me screaming, "Get your fucking ass back here and let me heal you!"
yeah, exactly. That's the only time Mel really ever gets aggressive. Mel's
Yeah.
usually the
To
calm
also
one.
sum up as the party, Mella's the healer,
I.
Scarlet's the DPS, and I'm the tank. You combine all three, you're not gonna have a fun time.
It's true.
As much as I'm a tank, I deal as much as I can take, so
And short paladin.
yes.
True.
The
That
three
reminds me, I was gonna look into something. The three
genders.
genders, yes.
You will hear me like cursing up a storm at random players. They can't even hear me 9 times out of 10 because there's no. I don't either. Either I'm playing where I could use the voice chat to yell at people. I just don't. I just tend just to yell at them in general without them hearing me. It's great. Anywho, we're just gonna sit here in awkward silence now, or what? Ah,
What?
no.
Yes, I am
You.
doing a thing.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting our topic on screen. And then I want to change the font color because that's. Oh fuck.
What was I looking at? Let's.
There we go. Alright, our first topic is to continue our topic on Overwatch 2.
Oh yeah, I forget we were talking about that
So,
last
I
time.
think the first thing we
The
talk
last
about is
time-
the new characters.
Oh my god.
If this
He's
tells you
busted.
something, the last time we talked about this topic, Overwatch 2 wasn't even out yet. That's how long it's been.
That's why I wanted to bring it up. So, I think we start with the tank. Junker Queen. I haven't seen anything about the new tank because your girl ain't.
Ramatra.
Yeah.
His ultimate's fucking busted, I will say that.
I haven't seen anything. But Junker Queen.
Man's crazy.
The loudmouth Australian queen with an attitude and a lot of things to back it up.
Okay, hold on, real quick.
She's got a lot.
It's true. Real quick though, she is the new pass is Olympus themed. She's the one getting the very special skin like Genji did. Hers is really fucking cool. She's the Zeus of Junker Queen's the Zeus of the
Zeus.
Why isn't she
Zeus,
Athena?
Junker Queen.
I don't know. That's what I was thinking, but they gave her the form of Zeus.
Weird. Okay.
A bunch of their skins are very interesting.
I think they look cool.
Ramatra's getting Poseidon.
Widow's getting Medusa.
Pharah's getting Cerberus. Roadhog's getting Cyclops. Jolly be happy
Fair.
about that one.
Widow's getting Medusa. What else?
I don't know. We
I
went
forget
from
who
talking
else
about the characters to the skins.
We're in the series, baby.
We're still in the game, okay?
Yes.
Yes.
There it is. Reinhardt getting a Minotaur. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Thank you, memes.
Dun, 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 dun. But no, thoughts, Junker Queen in general. Fun to play against. Do you feel something like with me, I don't mind playing against her. She's really not that big of a threat. Like, she can be, but, like, ultimately, I play a lot of high mobility champions or people who can sleep her. So, like, I am not usually in too much of a problem with her around. Jin, I know, actually has played her quite a few times.
Yes. Insight's playing her.
Jin just opened Overwatch 2.
You listen here.
No. I got the notification on my phone. I'm going to call you out for doing it.
Ma'am, I'm gonna tell you, you're
First
gonna
of
hate
all,
going against the new character with Mercy.
First of all, stop cheating. Second of all, yes, I did.
Third of all, fuck you.
No, third of all, fuck off.
Oh.
Aha.
Oh, y'all need
I
to
have
calm
been
down right now.
Scarlett,
so-
you know that if you were in my position, you'd be doing it too.
Same, yep. Can I do that? Listen, I'm trying to mind my business. Why you gotta call me the fuck out?
Because you weren't minding your own business. You said you told us to calm down.
Shush. Shut up.
Anyway,
Shut
continue. Anyway,
Playing
continue.
her, she's one of the more like, you have to be aggressive to play her efficiently. Most of her kit involves a special little thing where she deals a. It is honestly, it's almost insignificant how much it actually affects combat, or like overall damage and healing. But she has where she wounds people, which deals small damage over time.
A blade effect.
And then she has Adrenaline Rush, where she heals. I don't know if she looking at it, heals all damage over time dealt. So I think she heals for it all. So, but I don't know what this translates to PC because I am on console. But I'll just say what the ability. She has where she throws her blade, a little knife. Some things it'll bounce back if it's hit by like Diva's Matrix or Sigma's Absorption. But like for most of the shields, it'll stick into it. The blade itself actually has the knife itself has a really long distance it can go before it automatically recalls. But that is what it brings to it is you can recall it, and it will come back to you through pretty much anything, and on the callback you can also damage enemies from it. And while you have it on you, so like if the ability's on cooldown and you go to do the quick melee, you'll strike with the knife and it'll do the same dot as throwing it. Her second ability, she shouts, which gives everyone temp health, or in a small area around you. Everyone gets a movement speed buff and gets some temporary health. And then her third ability, she cleaves in front of her with her axe, and it deals a decent chunk of health. And then it also makes them wounded. And then her ultimate, she charges up for a second. Then she kind of spins forward, or launches forward with stuff spinning around her. And it prevents them from healing. And everyone hit by it gets hit with the bleed as well. I know it's technically called wounded, but I'm calling it bleeding.
Because it is a blade effect.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a fucking minute.
Well, she's really not as big of a threat as I thought she was originally.
No, she's not nearly as much there. For her, I mean, if you can keep on smacking several people with the axe and keep hitting people accurately with your knives and everything, she is very hard to kill. But if she's focused, or if you miss the knife or axe, you're pretty easy to go down. I think she has one of the lower healths for a tank.
I don't know. She's really not that bad. I've dealt with her pretty much a lot, and it realistically, all I personally need to do is just fly. What about you, Scarlett? How do you feel about playing against her?
Against her?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, she's not that bad of a target for me. What gets me usually is I forget about her knife when she fucking needs it, and so she usually pulls me in.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh yeah, that's the one thing I did leave out.
yeah, so her knife literally all she does is throw. She has a magnet on her arm. She literally just uses it, pulls it back. If you get hit by it on its recoil or just in general, she can reactivate it to pull you towards her. It's basically easy for her to cleave.
The recall.
Uh-huh.
The recall doesn't pull you unless you've been stuck with the knife.
No, I haven't been hit with the knife, and when it comes back, if it's hit me and it's pulled me in towards her.
Then you've been hit with the knife, because I've tried it several times. Hitting an enemy on the drawback does not pull them unless you have someone.
I mean, I've been hit with the knife. So, I mean, here's the thing. I
Either-
don't know
either
how much...
way,
I
it's
think
a
it's
good-
finicky. I think there are times where it says it hits and doesn't, and then does, but isn't.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Anyway, it's just literally just pulls you in. It just gives her an option to cleave you a lot easier, since her cleave does the initial hit takes a second to wind up, I feel like.
So what it works very well in tandem, where you throw the knife, and as you do the recall, you wind up your axe.
Yep. But anyway, besides that, I mean, she's a strong character. When, like, if she has a good healer with her, she's kind of hard to kill. But I can deal with her. I don't have any problems. Same thing. I tend to play characters that I'm very mobile, that I can get out very easily. And I kind of don't really like, when we're talking about the whole like tank DPS and shit. I actually tend to play a lot more of like tank and support than DPS. But when I play tank, I play D.Va, so I just go like sub DPS at that rate. But
Same.
I get very aggressive.
I play
with her.
Roadhog, so like I'm both.
Ooh.
Yeah,
You are
exactly.
hyper aggressive at D.Va, and I don't understand how you live that long being that hyper aggressive.
Me or Scarlet?
Scarlet.
Because the thing is, when I play D.Va, in all honesty, I play her as the very aggressive, like you said, but I also am making sure I'm paying attention to my shield. So if I see someone throwing, or like a DPS going full balls to the walls after me, I go in between autoing and my shielding. That way I'm negating like half the damage at least.
In fairness, you're also usually playing with me on Mercy, so I'm on your ass 24/7.
True, and even then, when I've played by myself, I have healers that are, trying to keep me alive in the process, but I'm still making sure... I don't know what to tell you there, man. Get better.
It's not my fault they can't heal!
I know. I've been lucky on that sense of getting good healers.
Yeah, no, I get really mad because healing is a really simple job. Please stop DPSing unless you can afford it. We can't afford it.
Especially when someone's... I'm sorry, but... Like, Kiriko, I'm sorry, she's like a sub-DPS. Not gonna lie there.
They built her to be more DPS than support because her literal passive is, hey, I can headshot you for more damage. Cool, what's that helping your team when they need healing?
Right.
I think they need to give some leeway to her healing output. This is a great segue to Kiriko. I don't like her much. I think she's cute. I think she's got good lore. Her kit feels very mosh-poshed. Like, it's not cohesive to itself.
No, here's the thing. I love Kiriko. I play her whenever 9 times out of 10 when I play support. I tend to be more of a healer when I play her, surprisingly. I will throw headshots, don't get me wrong. And the problem is you can easily tell the way they were building her. They wanted her as a DPS. But then they realized, oh, we need more healers. So then, like, oh, we're going to casually, subtly throw in her only healing ability. And it's kind of meh.
Well,
her
to
E
be
also
fair,
heals.
she also she heals and can cleanse.
Yeah,
honestly,
I feel like
case
that would
of
have
she's
been
a support and not a healer.
Yeah, well, I feel like honestly, like even her cleanse though could have been an easy self DPS ability that they're just like, oh, we'll just make it so you can use it on your entire team.
I don't know. I feel like they need to give more leniency to her heal because how
Okay.
the I don't know what they're actually called, but the papers that she throws out to heal, the cleansing whatever.
Ofuda.
Yeah, the Afuda. They're so fucking finicky. If you lose sight of someone for 1 literal millisecond, which is faster than Mercy's staff leaving you, Zenyatta's orb leaving you, which are 2 of the hardest things to keep on people around the corner, they're just useless. And you have wasted your entire healing. Which, I mean, it's a very fast cooldown to re-get them, but, like, what... This was a character, if you get stuck as support and you don't want to be support, you go this, because you can just say, no, I'm doing my job. I'm using my passive while I'm eating you, aren't I? I actually ran into a game from a friend of mine who was playing Overwatch. I was watching Lee. It was Lee. This Mercy main, with almost as much hours on her as me, but about 100 less. Over 2 million healing over the entire time of their game. End that game because they're too busy DPSing, which is really weird because all of Mercy's abilities do not allow her to DPS except for her ult, which just gives her unlimited ammo. She got maybe 800 healing and left the entire healing to a Zenyatta. Zenyatta is a one-on-one low target priority healing. And then his ult is healing. But the rest of it is really just not... I'm so mad. But that's how Kiriko goes. A lot of the time when you are playing a main healer, Ana, Moira, Mercy, depending on how you play her, like Baptiste, you're going to be picking up the slack. And I don't know how, but there was a joke around Twitter going around how people aren't doing enough DPSing with Kiriko, blah blah blah. I'm like, no. I don't know where y'all are, because all the Kirikos I've ever met are only DPSing. So I'm not sure where this joke came from. I don't know who y'all are meeting. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of Kiriko's kit. I think they could have done a better job of making her... Here's the thing. They already made what I would say is like the perfect DPS support, which is Zenyatta.
Fucking hell, it's Zenyatta, yeah.
I hate him, but it makes sense.
He takes a lot of skill to do correctly. Because you can fuck up every single one of your abilities and be disciplined for that. But when you're a good Zenyatta, you are a threat. You're keeping very mild healing on someone who's taking a lot of damage, meaning that they're having to focus them down, and then you're doing damage with your autos or your charged attack, which does a fuck ton of damage. And then if you're keeping the tank down, the DPS are not going to be able to do anything. After the tank, you go straight for supports with the Discord orb. Absolutely, supports are out next. But, like, you don't find a lot of Zenyatta's. Have you considered the chance of Kiriko DPS memes as a result of this shitposting? No, because this came after this meme started a week ago. And literally every game since she came out, the Kirikos I have always met have just been attempting to DPS and completely forget she has... I ran into so many people who were throwing fits that her auto attack, aka her left click, is her healing and not her DPS. I'm like, but she's a support. She's not meant to focus on DPS that hard. But they made her to be. You know, you as a primary support player, you wind up picking up after the slack. And it really sucked for me as a Mercy main with over 540 something hours on her. To sit there and see that I somehow out-healed the total of both enemy healers, while my Kiriko, who's got an E, who's got good healing on all of her auto attack, or not auto attack, or whatever the word is, on her healing, maybe has a fifth of the healing I do.
Yes.
And I get it, you know, I'm very support oriented, not everyone's like that, but at the same time, like, it really does suck to sit there and be the one screaming about health while they're just left click or right click, not really helping you with their role. And it really sucks because like I keep getting them with Junkrats and Fadas, who I want to boost because they have such high damage output in their crowd control situations, and I cannot because I have to be constantly down and around them because they're not getting healed. And I know for DPS it really sucks fighting her because good heavens that fucking ult.
Who?
Kiriko's.
Yeah, that's another thing. I would say her ult is very good. So that's like one of her best things.
I hate to fight it though.
Oh, it sucks fighting it. It's the fact that you get increased attack speed, you get
Increased
cooldown reduction, increased movement speed. Like, it's the fact that Kiriko's E, which makes you invulnerable, so you take no damage, is on like what? A 6-second or 4-second cooldown when you ulti?
Well, Zen ult, and that's another thing, I don't remember it. Zen ult you can kill people through if it's a high enough damage.
Yep.
Kiriko's ultimate is just a straight line in front of her wherever you cast it. And the thing is, it makes you so mobile, it makes it so, you're so much harder to hit as a target. Even as like a big target, like Reinhardt, or, what the fuck is the fat bitch? Like a diva, or...
Roadhog?
Roadhog, thank you. But as like a Roadhog, for instance, too. Like, those guys get harder to hit and you know, they're big, they have big hitboxes, but her ultimate makes it so it's harder to hit them. Not only that, Kiriko's able to spam her healing faster, more than she already does. And then I'm able to spam my E. So like, for instance, you can have a Junkrat ulti. I can spam that literally last second, and I can have it right back up right afterwards, and I'm able just to spam my E to basically negate a shit ton of damage during her ultimate.
It's not an ult that I feel is broken. It's just an ult that doesn't feel good to play against.
Yeah. It's definitely one that can turn the tide of a losing on a losing side. That is
I really
for sure.
wouldn't consider it Zenyatta's ult, but better. Because like Scarlet said, you can kill through Zenyatta's. It's like Baptiste's immunity field, but shorter. And they also gain healing and invulnerability to damage for a few seconds. So it's really just... They tried to make a character to fit a niche that really only supports people who don't want to play the support. Which I understand. You know, I get it. You know, support's not everyone's place. And when you're doing flex, you're 90% going to be put into support. 90% support... No. 70% support, 20% tank, and then 25% tank, and then 5% DPS.
Very true.
But because people play support very aggressively like that, it's why I don't get to DPS very often. Because I've got so much I've got to do. And why I really hate that that's my only contribution is to be the support that nobody wants to be. Or be a tank that can sit there, because when I'm not playing with Zen, who is primarily tank, I'm usually playing with other friends who are DPS. So like, someone's got to keep them up, and that is my job. I do not trust randos. I have been in so many games where I see the randos end both with 2k healing while I'm looking at the enemies with who won with over 7k each. I'm just like, this is not hard to do in terms of simplicity. It's not like MOBAs where support is the hardest fucking thing to do. And not for the same reason. Yeah, and it's not for the same reason. It's because you are basically a second jungler with how much you need to know about the map. Taking League specifically. When I play support, I am constantly, and I've yelled at Scarlet for going places they shouldn't be, in a different lane.
What? I don't know what to talk about.
I have yelled at you for killing someone under turret while you had no health. Don't start with me.
You don't know? I hear nothing. I think you're delusional.
I look. It is my job to provide as much sight, and these two as my witness. My sight is almost never under 50. unless it was a really bad game and I couldn't move. My vision is really high, and it's for a good reason. It has to be. The jungler does not take the sweeping lens for a while because they need the extra vision in random places until they get to a level that they are strong enough. By the time my starting... Not anymore. But...
Anyway.
By the time my starting item levels up so that it has wards, my next back is immediately getting sweeping. Because then I can set shit up. To be quite honest. That's my job. And that's why I play characters like Nami, because she is a both engage and disengage. Lux is a cast out and kill off. Seraphine is a more of a disengage, I'd say, than an engage.
Her ultimate, the thing is, she's a disengage until she has ultimate. Her ultimate then it could be a heavy engage, but for the most part,
it really depends on the people you're with, though.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, in general, though, Mel is not wrong. She is more of a disengage in the sense, yeah, she's just disengaged. Yeah, that's just about it. Anyway, back to Overwatch.
I'm going to state this. I don't have much to say about Sojourn. I think her not having any recoil on that fucking gun is stupid. And I think her right click is too strong if you can fucking one-shot me at full health. She is not a sniper.
On almost anyone.
She is not a sniper.
Oh, people player is one.
And it works. I really think that they need to add at least a decent amount of recoil.
They won't,
because
though.
that is a... Well, if you look, like... The thing is that really bothers me. I have played her. She's not fun to me. She's so bare bones basic, like Soldier is. I don't have fun playing her. But if you listen to her gun, it is powerful. It is constantly, like, making a sound that you would need to normally hold on really tight and you'd still be moving. Why does she not have recoil?
It's literally called a railgun. And
railguns are hefty things. I get it, oh, she's a robot, she's an Omnic, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, cool. Zenyatta has, you can actually notice his arms recoil a bit, but his is not normal. Bastion has a shit ton of recoil on his basic gun. The minigun. We don't talk about Bastion too much. I did not enjoy. I enjoyed his break from the game.
Same, very much so.
I'm pretty sure she's the only one with a full moving gun, like a full gun, that doesn't have any recoil. Even Mercy has some recoil. And it's stupid. I do not like her. I don't like her ult either, just because stop fucking one-shotting me! Leave me alone. I think she needs some tuning, and that's it. I don't think she's overpowered. I think she needs some tuning.
I got bored and I pulled up the patch notes that we got on the 17th.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize they buffed D.Va.
Yeah.
Well, they buffed and nerfed her because they increased the spread of her autos.
Mm-hmm.
They lowered the damage of her boost.
That's fair, though.
Mm-hmm. And then her call mech, they fixed it because it was a bug, but the ultimate cost is reduced by 12%.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they did nerf Zarya? Because her particle barrier, the duration was reduced, the cooldown was increased, her projected barrier... Yeah, her projected barrier, the duration was reduced, and the cooldown was increased as well. They nerfed Genji, which I don't think Genji needed to be nerfed.
Genji didn't need a nerf.
Granted, they only touched his shurikens, which they lowered the maximum ammo and the damage reduced, but I thought he was fine.
No, the more you watch Genji, he needed some damage reduction. The thing is that he can be a sniper and get away with it even worse than Sojourn, because he's got twice the movement.
Oh, fair. They nerfed Sombra. Kind of. Her ability lockout duration is reduced. Hacked enemies are no longer valid targets for hacking for the next 8 seconds.
That's fair.
And this is where I'm glad where they nerfed her was the hacked enemy damage multiplier was reduced.
Well, here's the thing with it is that
there's a damage multiplier on that shit?
Yeah.
My thing with that is that her hack is so short. It's almost uselessly short. Unless it's EMP. Like, nobody ever fucking goes in. And as someone who has played Sombra before the game and after the changes,
Mm-hmm.
It's night and
Same.
day. You used to sit there and hack the tank and your people would go in. It's so short now that DPS will not. They still will not because they're like, oh, it's just going to be back up. What does it matter? So, like, I understand the 8-second duration. I also don't because it's like, y'all have nerfed it to the point where, sure, she has to do more DPS, but that was never her role. And you know that was never her role. She's a DPS, but she's a DPS in the way that, Zenyatta is a support. She's there to be miserable for the team to deal with and be annoying. She's the tracer
Yeah,
without the damage. And they kind of
Yeah.
just said, okay, well, she needs to do more damage, but no, she also doesn't. She fit a niche
No.
very well.
She
I feel
was
like,
fine before they changed her, I thought.
yeah, no, I don't think she needed. I don't think she needed the invisible hacking. She needed that to come out of it because that was such a great way to counter what she was doing. The invisible
Yeah, the
hacking,
fact-
sure, you still see her, but like she's already further away because she's still invisible and going really fast.
Mhm.
I
But
feel
yeah,
like
It
if
no,
they,
scares her hack range increased from Overwatch 1.
it did.
it
I
did.
swear it did.
Oh, it did.
But like, yeah, no, because they gave her, yeah. So with that, because when she got the rework, is they gave her the damage multiplier, because that was not on it before. So, but the problem is when they gave her that, besides making her hacking super low, like Mela said, they literally made it so we're gonna give her more damage. So if you hack an enemy, you now deal a 40% increase of damage.
I don't
And
mind
that's
that
just
because of how low the fucking hacking, like how short it is.
But the thing is, though, is that's not just for her doing damage. That's for anybody hitting the
I
target.
feel like that's when they should have stopped. I think it should have been her and her alone because she now knows their weaknesses. Her team doesn't.
Yeah, exactly. See, that's the thing, though, is it's not just for her; it's for everybody. So the thing is if you get those people that are going in, or like when you use your ultimate, same thing. It applies the damage multiplier, and if you do that, then you can absolutely shred someone, especially with like a what's the horse lady? With her ultimate.
Orisa.
Oh,
Orisa's
to be
ultimate.
fair, Arisa needs her counters. She is so strong right now.
No, I'm talking about if you're a Sombra and an Orisa together. If you
Oh,
ulti with if you ulti with a Sombra, if you guys both ulti at the same time, you do not have to charge nearly as much with Orisa's
In
ultimate.
fairness, that's the point of Sombra.
Oh yeah, I know.
Like, the
but
thing
still, I
is
feel
that,
like she
like,
should have been.
I think she
But
should have been left alone. I
no,
think
I
maybe
feel
some
like.
changes, maybe a little of the extra speed, which feels nice.
Mhm.
But I
I
think she
just
should have been
agree with you.
forced. Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. But no, I was gonna say that I agree with Mela. She should have not. It should have not been for everybody. It should have been for her and her alone to boost her self DPS.
Which
Not.
would get her ult up, because let's be honest, getting her ult up is really fucking hard. Her hacking does
It's
not
a
give much.
it's a fucking pain because
It's
because the problem is you wanna try to like for when I play her I go after the supports and I hack and I try to kill them not 9 times it's like 7 out of 10 times I can kill at least one support and get away, you know, but even then I kill a support. It barely does anything to my fucking ultimate. Her ultimate's so hard to build up, and
And
then
I
when
get
you
it.
do, you have to save it because you can't just throw it out there because you want to save it to where the rest of your team has their ultimates, especially someone that has very good damage. That way you can fuck up the entire team. But then like there's 9 times out of 10 people throw out their ultimate, so I kind of just sit there with an ultimate. So I don't know. I mean I don't get me wrong. I like it. I agree. Her damage multiplier should have been for her and her alone. Who else? Kiriko.
We've already talked about Kiriko.
No, for her adjustments for the patch.
I think we shouldn't go
lowered...
too hard in that because we do have other games that we want to talk about.
That is true.
And then after this next game, which I think we already know which one it should be, League of Legends.
Yeah, right. Anyway, was it just those two new characters that are out right now?
No, we talked about Sojourn mildly because the realistically thing is that she just feels like shit to play against. If you're anything that doesn't have a lot of health, which is 90% of the game. Kiriko we've talked about. I don't know what I'd change about her, to be honest, but yeah. And we've talked about Junker Queen. I don't have anything to say about the new character. I've seen absolutely nothing about him.
Okay, basically, Melly, you're gonna hate him. One of his abilities fucks up any airborne character.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, like, if he throws, granted, it's an AoE, but if he can time it correctly, I've seen in the trailers of him taking down an Echo and a Mercy. No problem.
Well, they need to be careful because right now the meta is there are too many tanks that are too strong. Genji is... Yeah, they're going to need to fix that real fast. Genji deserves a nerf. He has always been overpowered. Not overpowered to the OP point, but overpowered as in, if you're mildly good at him, all you have to do is learn to reset your swishes.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I'm not too upset. I can fly fucking away from him. I do it every time. Almost every time.
I forget, what is his form? What is his name? Ramatra. I want to pull up his abilities if I can.
I really don't care about the new tank. I don't play tank much. And the tanks I play are like D.Va. I haven't tried Orisa yet. I've played... Usually when I'm tanking, I don't have supports that I trust too well. Or I have one support that I know will heal me, and I don't trust the enemy or the other one. So I just go Roadhog a ton, and I'm pretty decent with Roadhog. I think. I'm pretty good at hugging people. Zin, who has been playing with me a lot lately, can attest to this. I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I have nothing to say about the new character. I'm not gonna lie, I don't care.
Yeah, no, his ultimate's is the most busted because he switches into his Nemesis form, which is the more tanky one.
Mm-hmm.
He has an AoE that is that does damage to you as long as you're in the AoE. He does not have to hit you.
So he's a paladin.
Mm-hmm. And the worst part is the duration of his ultimate lasts longer as long as there's an enemy in the energy zone.
Which is why he's an which is fair. To some extent. There's a lot of hit scan, because the thing is, there's a lot of hit scan in this game. They just suck and cannot take down a photo. And I hate saying it, I am one of them. Only every blue moon when I play like a Widowmaker, I can kill her. But I'm not a hit scan player. I am the one who's too busy staring at your health going, why the fuck are you going in? And if I'm not doing that, I'm going in, I've got all the health, come with me. But like, I don't know. I feel like I'm hoping it's not overly powerful, the cooldown, just because Mercy's and a lot of people's only way of escaping is through up.
Line, yeah.
Which I understand, you need to counter it, but again, we have hit scan, we have hacking, which people are not playing Sombra very much because the hack doesn't feel worth it anymore.
Yeah, and we don't know the cooldowns of any of his abilities, but yeah, it's his E. Literally, enemies are slowed in it, and then any enemy in the air is pulled immediately to the ground.
It has to be. It should not be a very big AoE.
It's not terribly big.
It's not terribly big.
The size of Sojourn's Disruptor?
Okay, that's not bad. So you have to be pretty concentrated.
I think it's about that, if not slightly smaller.
Okay, so it's more concentrated.
No, it's very concentrated. It's made more in the sense of you need to time it correctly, and you need to, because like if you have an annoying ass Echo, time that shit correctly, and literally, because they don't get a chance, because they're slowed and pulled down to the ground the minute it hits. So
Echo should have been a support, not another DPS. Just saying.
Her kids, yeah.
Oh no, it has nothing to do with her kit. It's the fact that we had so little tank and support compared to DPS.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean...
I forget, yeah. So basically, his health in general is 450 for
Oh, that's not bad.
Ramatra. But
he is burstable.
Yeah, so his ability where he goes into his tanky form, his more tanky form, is called Nemesis form. You shift, and you only get it for 8 seconds.
Okay.
So your left click, basically, you have a short range power wave that you launch. Anybody that gets hit by it, in a group, They all get hit. They all take the same amount of damage.
It's the best way to describe how it looks is, you know, Aura Sphere, Mela? Lucario's kind of what was
It's like
Lucario's
that.
signature thing. It's basically like that, except for it basically can keep going.
He gains 150 additional defense, so he goes from 450 to 600, which
Makes
is still
sense.
not bad. Not bad.
That's what Roadhog has.
His right click is he blocks. He
Roadhog said
reduces
700,
movement
didn't he?
speed.
I don't think
No,
so.
he's 7. He's
Let me check
700.
real
He has
quick.
the most. I think he has the most health in the game.
Well, you know what's really sad about that? That
What?
shows how little healing I have gotten as Roadhog.
Yeah.
Yes. Roadhog
700?
has 700.
See.
Wrecking has 700 as well, but
I don't
the
think he has
small-
700. I think half of it,
Yeah,
or
he
like
does.
a big chunk of it, is.
I think 50 of the damage, if I'm reading these ticks properly, the 50 of it's armor, so
Okay,
he
yeah,
has armor, and then
Yeah, no. He has
Yeah.
650 plus 50 armor.
Yeah. Ramattra. The other
Oh,
thing
no.
when he's in Nemesis form.
no, he has 100. So he has 600 health and then 100 armor.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So he has 700, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ramattra, yeah, and then if you use your right click, he just blocks. You get very slow when you use it, but,
yeah, but
you
it
take a
majorly
lot of
reduces.
reduced damage. Yeah.
So you could just
lot.
stand. You could just stand in for like if like a soldier was trying to mow down your team, you could just get up there and guard.
So it's similar to
Fada, ultimate.
Or a Pharaoh,
Doomfist, who should have stayed at DPS and not 10.
Yeah, he
I agree.
should've.
I agree.
I don't know what the fuck that was about. That was not a good call. He's very niche to the point that I only see him like once every month. He's not that great of a tank.
No. His auto attacks, when you're in his normal Omnic form, left click you just fire a stream of his fast moving nanites. His right click you create a void barrier. It's a temporary high health barrier.
So like
it's kinda,
Sigmas.
it's like Sigma's exactly.
Mm.
What else? I think that's about it, isn't it? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't. I'm too far in the backlines to really care about tanking. Like the tanks coming for me, they should
I'm
not.
definitely gonna try him.
Diva should. Diva 100% should. Roadhog can extend his hook for me as much as he wants.
Diva should what?
Diva should jump on me as a support. She is a backline tank. She is meant to be going over, and that's one thing. They didn't. It's hard to take the backline tanks like Diva, Monkey, and make them a primary tank because their whole kit is about jumping in, getting in, killing off the backline, aka the supports and snipers, and getting back. What's stopping their DPS from saying, fuck you, I'm going to kill the rest of your team so we can kill you? Diva has a little bit more because she's got the defense matrix, and her flight is farther than Monkey's jump allows on crowded maps.
Oh, we're also getting a new map too. I forgot to say that.
Oh, cool.
With the new pass. It's actually really pretty.
And I think a new mode, like
we are getting a new game mode, a new new arcade game.
Oh, cool. I think
we're getting a new map, a new season pass, which is all Olympus themed. I think I didn't realize. I just looked at Medusa, Widow, and she actually looks really pretty.
I wanted her to be Aphrodite. I wanted to be a joke on how Aphrodite was as a god.
That's okay. There you go. You know the funny part is, guess what her little weapon keychain thing is?
What?
It's hamster stoned. Turned to stone.
Good.
It's just a little hamster, not even the full ball. It's just little hammy.
Look, I have been scorned by so many hamsters against and on my team. Fuck them.
They're so mobile, and I hate it.
My issue isn't their mobility. I need healing proceeds to run to the nearest health pack 50 feet away from me. Well, what do you want me to do? You're behind 7 fucking walls. That's your fault. I cannot keep up your walls.
I saw a TikTok video that someone made, for supporting. It fucking blew up, and it was the funniest shit because it's like the DPS and the tanks spamming that they need healing, but yet they're through a wall. They're like, oh look, what character's healing goes through a wall? Literally, when it goes through the entire support, none of their healing goes through a wall. Guess what? Stop going through where we can't heal you.
The amount of times that I have been left
I
behind
think,
from
to be
flight.
fair, that is why they gave Kiriko her jump.
Her jump. Oh,
Her
yeah, no, that
teleport.
makes
Kiriko,
sense.
her teleport. My bad.
Thank you.
Oh, by the way, they also lowered for the patch. They did nerf her vulnerability.
Oh, good. Good.
They lowered the duration from 4 seconds to 0.20
I will
to
state,
2.5.
I don't think they need to change much about Junker Queen. I think she's fine the way she is. Kiriko
Oh, I
needs
think
some
she's
adjustments.
great.
I think her healing needs to be more forgiving. And I think her vulnerability situation is better now that they're doing that.
Yeah, I feel like
It's literally
they need to increase the speed of her talismans.
Well, that, and it needs to be forgiving about the distance that you hit it. Because even Anna, like her shots, your hitbox on her team is bigger. It's not too much bigger, but it is bigger. But like the moment you look like slightly away for like a millisecond, that's up to 2 or 3 of her papers useless.
Oh yeah, no, literally, they're so slow. Like, I'll throw them, and then literally, that's the worst part. I'll throw it. People, literally, the minute I go to throw it out, if I'm not like right behind them, people will immediately turn a corner and they just split off, and I'm like, bro.
Yeah, no, I think they need to be more forgiving.
For sure.
Junker Queen's okay,
Anyway.
and it's really interesting to see because like you have the 3 levels of what the hell. You have Junker Queen, what the hell? That's a cool concept, and it works. You have Kiriko, what the hell? This seems like a mess. You need to make it cohesive. Yep. And then you have Sojourn, what were you thinking? Not because she's OP, it's just she is like 3 different roles within DPS in one. She's a burst. She's equal parts burst. What is Soldier considered? Because he's not burst. Sustain, and then
damage.
Mobility. Which is a problem that we had with Echo. Because the whole idea is that if you have high mobility, it means that you are a high risk, high reward champion. Genji, Tracer. Echo's not very high risk. Enough cooldowns, her ult can make her tankier. Even though I will say I do like what they did with her ult. Because it looks like she can get shredded down easier.
Oh, she does. She does.
And I think that was a good idea because that ult was fucking powerful.
Oh my god, when she pulled like a Diva or a Roadhog or a Reinhardt. Oh my god.
It also looks like it takes harder to get their subsequent ultimates, which is again good because I would see.
Yes, you have to very much immediately go in with Echo ulti.
Yeah.
Like you can't afford not to go in.
I would see Echoes like in the previous rendition of the game. It was almost immediate when they went to Diva. As soon as they hit their E for Diva's little explosion, they already had their ult and they barely did anything. And like I would see Echoes who timed that correctly, they would get 3 Diva bombs before their ult next, or before you could kill them out of it. And that was just so much. It really was just too much. This feels more vulnerable, making it more high risk to go in, which I think is better. She needed more risk. She needed less high damage, low risk, because that's no champion. Look at Reaper. He can one-shot and he squished you by headshot. But you have to get close to it, because there's fucking 2 double shotguns in your hands. Which, when you sit there and try to, like, if you were to hold out your hand, shotgun, like, a regular shotgun moves you. Even if you're well trained, your arms are still going to move from that shot. It is a powerful weapon. He's holding 2 straight out. He's got a huge amount of movement for it because they're powerful guns. So it makes sense that you have to be right on the enemy to get the kill, because if you weren't, what's stopping you from being extremely low risk and high reward? It's a balance, and that balance with Echo was very broken.
Yeah.
Widowmaker can one-shot, but she has a 12-second cooldown on her hook, and she has absolutely no one to turn around and heal her 90% of the time. Just because they're usually dealing with the rest of the team.
Yep.
And it sucks as someone who does play Widow not well, usually.
Unless we're playing one-on-one, then I get my ass fucking handed to me.
I loved that one-on-one we were doing with Raven and the 3 of us.
That was fun. That was
just
fun.
Because I just kept hearing Mela, how? And I'm like, I don't know. I wish I could tell you, I don't know. No, I think it's a good segue. I think this is a perfect segue into League, because Overwatch does not tend to at least attempt to deal with things until they get yelled at. At least League tries to listen with their balancing. And if they overtune something too much, they usually do a hot patch to fix it. I will give them that. They try. Does it work? Kali says no. But they do get it eventually, sometimes. There are characters who... I think Aatrox... I don't know. I play Aram pretty much solely. And Aatrox is
Are we on to
fucking...
League now?
Yeah.
You might want to change your subtopic, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. I am working on it. I stopped working on it, though.
Yeah, Mela, since I've met her, because I met her... I met Mela through League.
So, you met both of us through League.
Mm-hmm.
I met you more... Yes, we mainly played League, but I met you mainly through... Hato and Viv.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I met y'all through Hato and Viv, and then got thrown into League with y'all.
That's true, but I mean, I first played with you, Mela, and first met you was through League, even though it was through Hato and Viv. Anywho.
Oh no, it was literally the day after I met Viv that I met y'all.
It was like, yeah, because Viv, I remember, because Viv was like, Viv went to me literally the same day and was like, oh my god, I met this really sweet person, and like was going off in the best way possible. She's like, this girl's so fucking sweet and so kind, and oh my god, I love her, and I was like, okay, I was like, cool, I was like, I'll meet her, and then here we are, now best friends for fucking 4 years now.
Yeah.
Well, 3, almost 4, right?
2019, so yeah.
Yeah. It'll be 4 years next
4
year.
years.
I want
like
to say
May.
4 years, yeah, somewhere in spring.
It was in the springtime, so I would say, I know it was shortly after my birthday, so I'd say like end of February, beginning of March. But anyway, yeah, no, so like...
29... Wait.
It's 3 years right now.
I thought... Because
Yeah,
in 2019, I started playing League back in May again.
It wasn't very
And
long
that's-
after you started did we meet, to my knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I just met you through through Viv and Hato's server that they had at the time. That's how I met you. And it wasn't even like, we like immediately talked, it was... I remember Viv was like, hey, this is in one of our really good friends, and we both were like, hey, and you were like, sup, and then we were just like, we chatted here and there.
Yeah,
we never really got...
That sounds pretty accurate.
Yeah, and see, we didn't get close until actually after I had the whole thing with Hato and Viv, but everything's in the past now. We're good.
Things happened, and now things are not happening.
Yes, anyway, yeah, no, I met them through League. I have been playing League since 2015. I have been here for playing it for a while. It is my #1 game that I play with the most hours on as well. I have almost 10,000 hours.
How do you check that?
Actually, no, I might have over 10,000 hours now, because it was at 9,000 something. Anyway, I have a lot of hours on it. Played this game too much for my life. I, for a while there, I will admit, played only bots.
Oh, no, same.
The reason why is I've played normal games for a minute there too, like in between, but mainly was bots. People ruined it for me. I tried playing a game and just the character I was playing was either always getting banned, or if I gotta play her, people were just being dicks about it. People just ruined it for me. They're being super toxic, normally. I will admit it's gotten better. The toxicity has been calming down since they've been doing the changes to their system.
That's why I stopped playing bots all the time.
Yep.
I'm now an Aram all the time.
That's okay.
Aram's fun.
It is fun. It is fun. I like the changes they're doing to it too. It's very nice. It's gonna be very fun. Anyway, it's like, besides that, like, if you don't have the people that are being annoying and easy, and honestly, if someone's being genuinely toxic, like in chat, it's easy. You just go and you mute them, and then you go on with the game. But if they're like actually in the game being toxic, like feeding and stuff, that's when like the other people will also take in turn, like your allies and your enemies, and like we'll report them. So it's gotten a lot better now about that situation.
So a good example of this was when I was live yesterday streaming League of Legends. We had a character who was just absolutely, they were so mean. And they, ironically, at first they actually offered to swap me champions because I didn't play Echo. And I said, no, it's fine, I don't play Pantheon either, I'm not much of a melee person. It's fine, I need to learn it anyway, because I offered to trade to Caitlyn, because the Caitlyn was like, I really don't want to, I've been playing frontline this entire time. I'm like, okay, I just don't like his kit. And they go, okay, fine. I'm like, no, please, play your character, it's fine. It really is, just don't expect much from me, I'm not good. If I feed, I'm very sorry, I'm not trying to. They go, hun, you're fine. I'm like, okay. But, like, halfway through, they kept getting caught out by an enemy character who, ironically, is all about catching you out of place. He's supposed to catch you out of place, burst you down, and he either kills you or his team is supposed to kill you. That is his entire kit. And it works. But the thing is, they were getting ticked off about it. So they started telling... And my chat's really small, so it is hard to read, and that's on purpose. They started telling the enemy person to go R0 PE yourself. Which, of course, you're supposed to change the 0 with an A. They said it twice. At one point, they told this person to go get a rope. Which is really not hard to figure out what they're meaning for that. They then went after our Caitlyn, who is a ADC, which is a lot to talk about. They went after one of our people for being terrible, but at the end of the game, they had less kills, more deaths, and less damage than this person. And I intentionally kept it up so that I could sit there and look through the chat and report them properly. And it was bad. Like, it got to the point the enemy team was just like, can you shut up? Or, like, one of the enemy team, every time they came even near them, they just said, you're bad. Because it was that bad. They were that terrible, and at the end they started feeding, which if you don't know what feeding is, they intentionally started running down alone so they could be killed. And we won, namely because of the other two characters that were with us. I did not do much. Echo's hard, y'all, Echo's hard. But we all reported him, every single one of us, so 5 members minus 1, 9. 9 of us reported him immediately, and within like 15 minutes later, I got a message, your report has been taken into consideration. They have a penalty on them now. I'm going to assume that this is not their first time getting mass reported, though. To be honest. And that's why I don't generally play normals, though. Because people get so angry over everything. Let alone comp. And I know comp is usually better. But, like, add the stress on trying to, like, get out of an area in a game that I'm not necessarily that good on. I'd rather not. Alright, how about characters? What characters do we hate fighting against? Mine is Nasus. Always Nasus. Or not Nasus, not Susan. No, Nautilus. I hate Nautilus.
It's been almost a year, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really remember.
I miss playing with you. You didn't really have many people you complained about that I remember. Do you remember anything, Charlotte?
For what? I'm not gonna lie, I kind of zoned out for a second.
Characters that we dislike, and one of mine is Nautilus.
Yasuo.
Playing
Fuck
again.
Yasuo.
Fuck Yasuo.
I'm sorry.
I feel like
Yasuo, Yone's not as bad. He's still a problem. Don't get me wrong. I literally played this game right before this fucking stream, and Yone got on my nerves. Anyway, my problem with Yasuo and Yone too, both they're brothers in the game, lore-wise. Okay, the problem is, and this is just I'm talking about Riot themselves in general. Riot has a problem with only focusing on their worlds and their high. Especially for ranked games, it doesn't matter. Even for normal games, they only care about ranked. They only care about worlds, and they care about their high elo people. They don't bother fully looking really at all at their low elo people.
Well, here's the thing too: is that they care completely about those things, but when they do look at the low elo, they then completely nix the middle elos. There's no balancing for the middles, which I get. It's really hard to balance with such high difference of gameplay skill.
Well,
But
that,
even
and
then, there are
the
some
amount of
champions who
characters.
don't need to be the strength that they are.
Okay, Lucian's also another one. So I would say Lucian, Yone, and Yasuo. Those three. Okay,
Oh,
they're all annoying.
wait, Tristana.
Trissy, she's gotten better.
They've nerfed her. They've kind of balanced her out more, so she's not as much of a problem anymore. But anyway, back to those three. Basically, the problem is what they look at is if there's characters that Riot likes, and they will favorite. Don't get me wrong.
Lux.
And it's not skin wise. I'm not talking about skins, Mela. I'm talking about the overall gameplay of the character and their damage ability. Lucian, Yasuo, Yone. Those three.
It used to be Rise too.
They were good. They were good in low elo, and you could counter them very easily. The problem is they weren't doing good in high elo, and a lot of people started randomly picking them up again in high elo throughout this whole year and last year too. Riot's problem was, and still is, they were like, oh, these characters are also gonna be played in Worlds because of these big groups. They're groups of people that play fucking Worlds are starting to play those characters. So what they did is they're like, hey, we're gonna buff these characters for high elo, but we're not gonna pay attention to low elo because we only care about our Worlds. And so the problem is they buffed all three of them a lot. And I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna be oh, it's a little bit, no. They overbuffed the characters, those three, to the point of they got, I would say, decent good in high elo, but they became overly OP in low elo. And the problem is I'm in low elo, okay? I'm not gonna lie, I'm not good at the game. I just play, just because I like to. But the problem is low elo, they became absolutely busted. So people in low elo, literally, that character would get one kill, and then they were unstoppable the rest of the game. You couldn't do anything. But high elo, they still weren't doing what Riot wanted them to do. And so they decided, oh, we're gonna buff them again. They buffed them to the point of low elo. Everybody was banning them, and we still do for the most part, because of how annoying they are as characters. Because they're just their damage output is stupid, and we can't keep up with it. And so then they finally became good in high elo, and they just left them there. Like Yasuo, his whole kit is he's there to jump in. He has an unlimited amount of dashes. As long as there's some form of an enemy that's minions, monsters, or champions themselves. If you are in range, he can dash to you no matter what. And his ability his passive is he literally can build up for hitting using two of his abilities within the short duration of in between. He can use it to throw a tornado or go or dash and then launch people up. His ultimate, if you get launched up by the tornado or his dash that launches you up when it's empowered, he just destroys your health, launches you to the ground, and then just gets away for free.
Here's the thing, it doesn't only proc on that. Janna can set it up, Nami can set it up.
Anyone who airbornes or it's not even an airborne, any displacement.
If
somebody gets knocked back, say Lee Sin's ulti, he can chain off of that.
It used to be only airborne, and that was the thing they changed, which I understand why, but they shouldn't have gave him all the damaging buffs in turn. But anyway,
if they're gonna make his ult even stronger and give it by having it on most displacement CC, then they needed to be more careful with the damage it does because. And don't get me wrong, if you're a bad Yasuo, you're doing fuck all.
Yeah, but 9 times out of 10, there's this meme that goes around because it's literally true. We go 0 and 10 Yasuo. Everybody makes fun of it, but the problem is literally every time a Yasuo hits 0 and 10, he magically gets some boost of damage somewhere out of fucking nowhere, and then immediately goes 20 and 10 by the end of the game, and you lose because of it. It's not even just a meme, haha, shits and giggles. It's literally a thing where he goes 0 and 10 or 0 and 9, and all of a sudden he just wipes out your entire team in one get-go, gets a pentakill, and ends the game. It's not funny. It literally happens.
The funny thing about this is, though I agree, I would still rather fight Yasuo than a Nautilus. He has too much CC, he has too much tank, and he's not overpowered at all. It's just really not fun to fight. And the same with Leona. It's not fun to fight against.
It's the fact that me and Mela, and Zen too for the most part, we all play characters that not very mobile and are very squishy. Okay? Nautilus is all of, and Nautilus and Leona. Yeah. Oh, by the way, they're buffing your blue cane. Anyway.
Yeah, I saw that.
Anyway.
I may not play, I still keep notes on things.
Right? Anyway, Nautilus and Leona are both characters that are made to go in and you're not allowed to move. That's the whole point. So so the DPSs can get in and destroy you. Simple as that.
Oh my gosh. I just thought of another character.
If it's a good Leona, because I will admit, my Leona's not bad. Mela can attest to this. My Leona's not bad. I have a problem with going in a little too much.
Hey, look, here's the thing. If you play top Leona, or like build as a top Leona, and I go Nami, they're fucked. Ebb and flow, bubble.
That's what I do. Mela,
yes, and it's fun. But let me explain Nami a little bit. Nami's kit, she is a support, and she is pretty much strictly a support. But she can build damage pretty damn well. It's just not good in norms because it takes too long for that damage to be flourishing. In ARAM, it's a whole lot better because you get more money faster, whatever. Nami's Q is a bubble that knocks you up so you cannot move and you cannot attack for literally like a second or two. And then you're dropped down and you are slowed. And that slow does not last very long. All of her abilities speed up her team and slow you down. Her W is called Ebb and Flow, and the way it works is that it is a 3-point bounce within an AoE. You can either heal your teammate, hit an enemy within range that then heals a teammate within range, not the same teammate, or you can hit an enemy and do damage, heal a teammate that's in range, and then hit another enemy that's in range. Her E is an empower for whoever she puts it on. You do 3 strikes of extra magic damage on top of your damage, and you are sped up in terms of attack speed. And again, you are sped up, and when you hit an enemy with those on, they slow down. Nami's ult is honestly one of my favorite ults in the game. Just because it really sucks if you are caught by it, because you are getting bubbled immediately. Her ult is a literal, it's just a tidal wave, and that's the name, it's a tidal wave. And it knocks you up, severely slows you down, speeds up her team, because you're either being behind your team throwing it so they can run the hell away from the team, because they're now slowed and they're empowered, or sped up, or you have caught someone
you're coming to promote shit. Oops, bam.
or you're speeding them up and slowing them down for them to engage. And I've had one game where this was a great thing. Sadly, I don't think either of y'all were there, maybe Zen, but it was a game I was playing of norms with Hado and Biv. We had an enemy Malphite, who, no one else, I was just having a good day predicting him, I guess, because no one else, they kept crowding around in the places, I'm like, this is not good. So I saw which way he was coming from, and I kept back, because I know that's a place that I don't need to be as in a group, because I have the one ult that's going to take them out of situations. Every time he ulted, I'm talking like 7 to 8 ults in team fights. I was there for that. I don't know.
No, I wasn't, but I was in the voice chat though. I know that.
I threw out
I was probably working.
You
probably were.
Working.
But I threw out my tidal wave. So yeah, sure, he got his burst damage on them with that bump, but then he got burst down before his team could come to him, and then his team was mostly useless after that. Not because he was dead, but because they were slowed down, and our team has little damage on them. I'm healing them, I'm bubbling the enemies, and if I'm not bubbling them, I'm bubbling our teammates. I'm very oriented on what I'm doing. And that was the one time that somebody said that I was a god. I was called a god.
That was funny. I tend to play a lot of characters that are they're mainly mages or ADC. I tend to play very, very high range characters. Like, for instance, I'm a Lux main through and through. Okay, I've been playing her since 2015. Okay, I love her. She's great. She was absolutely busted when I started playing, and they nicked that. 2 years after, I think, is when she got the changes. Basically, she has the lowest ultimate cooldown in the game, with also a shit ton of damage. Not gonna lie, okay?
It's
She's
also
literally
really
made.
easy to miss, though.
It's very true. It takes a second to build up to shoot it, okay? It's a straight laser beam in a straight line, just depending on where you're aiming, okay? And it's a very far range.
Mhm.
I've used it to snipe people. Simple
Same.
as that. Zin can attest. Another thing too, don't here's the thing. I will yell I am consistently complaining and yelling when I'm playing League, okay? That's just me. I am never actually pissed off.
No.
There was one time I was legit pissed off. You can ask Sin. I did
Oh
not
yeah,
say
no,
a
it was
fucking
great
word.
because it was us three playing. I was playing ADC. I don't remember who I was playing at the
It was
time.
Mellow.
Might have been
I
Jin
don't
or
think
something. I don't know. But Mello was supporting me,
you were playing Shen.
and then yeah, I was probably playing Jin. That was my Jin phase. He Scarlet was in mid lane as Lux, and they had a Viger support that kept on trying to bully me and Mela.
It was so
And when
bad.
we chased them underneath their turret, and they were like doing something, like they had just stunned us and ran away, and they were recalling. All of a sudden, I see this line just come through the wall and go boom, and killed.
Such a good snipe.
And this was after Scarlet was ranting, actual ranting about being pissed off at getting bullied in mid lane. She just straight up murdered the Viker and just left back to mid lane.
The misfit.
Yeah, there
I
is-
will state this. I'm like Scarlet. I complain. I get mad, but I'm not mad. I'm just stating the bullshit, and I do sound mad. It's just more I'm annoyed, and guess what? It's over the next game. I'm over it.
Yeah, and then
And
I got ranting about the next game.
And then we're ranting about something else the next game. We sound pissed off. We're just not. We're drained. It's usually we're tired because League does take a lot out of you because it's a huge curve to play.
It's very.
But Scarlet and I do something very similar when we get pissed off with the game. Like genuinely, we shut up. We do not talk. We do not have anything that we say, and we have to hyper focus.
Yep. Same. Yeah. So I did that. So there's another instance. Mello was not playing, but it was Zin playing Kane, and then we had Hato and Viv playing. They had a Vigar top lane. Okay, another Vigar instance. Okay, I was genuinely pissed off, and I will admit, at the time, Zin was part of the reason why I was genuinely pissed off, and he
If I get pissed off, I trigger other people so fast.
And so he got pissed off. Well, he said something to me. I don't remember what it was, but I know he said something that was a sensitive subject at the time for me, and I legit shut up. I did not say anything for the next 3 games. That was game number 2. Okay. I was so pissed off. I was murdering shit too. Granted, I was not just playing my normal Lux. I was so fucking pissed off. I was quiet. I was obliterating the mid lane, okay? Torturing the jungler. And then, I know you were playing Kane jungle. You were doing okay. You started doing better because I just started fucking bullying the jungler. But...
No, you shut out because I was struggling against their jungler, but you started shutting them out so I could actually get around and do what I fucking needed to.
And then Viv was playing ADC and Hato was playing top lane Akali for once. He was going against a Vigar. He was getting pissed off because this Vigar was being just straight up annoying. And it wasn't just the fact that he was just playing an annoying champion. He was also in the chat being annoying and being toxic. Okay?
Yeah.
Didn't help my emotions at all, any of us. I literally, it got to the point where I was so pissed off. Same thing. I was sniping that motherfucker every chance that Hato didn't kill him, which was 9 times out of 10. Hato couldn't kill him, but Hato got him low enough. This Vigar got terrified of me.
Good. The thing with Vigar is that as a Lux, so long as you can predict where he's putting down his cage, you are going to counter him 9 times out of 10.
And another thing too with Vigar, and this is not just for Lux, this is for any character. If you're in his cage, do not try to run out of it. You will get stunned.
The only time you try to run is when you have a flash.
Flash, or if you have a cleanse.
Flash or cleanse, and that is...
Here's the funny thing about fighting Vigars as well, is that he'll immediately, you can move towards, you're gonna go through the cage, try to escape. He will put his overhead laser down, you just back up.
Yep.
And stay in the cage. He misses most of his skill shots there.
And that's the thing though, is if you see Vigar put a cage down, he's going to use his laser that's gonna come down, or he's gonna use his Q to shoot at you.
Realistically, it should be both. It should be combo.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah,
And
he
the
can
thing
throw
is
down his W, and then by the time it goes off, his Q will hit too.
oh yeah, well, and his cage is big enough. You can walk around in it. Okay, 9 times out of 10, I completely avoid taking hardly either no damage or any damage from a Vigar because I run around in the cage like a crackhead.
The
Okay,
only
The
time
only
that I
issue-
get stunned is if it was placed perfectly on me, or if I accidentally walk into it, because I'm known for fucking doing that.
same. I've done that too. But the thing is, though, is
Very fair occurrence.
you can easily avoid it. But okay, I've had games where like you can tell I have been genuinely pissed off. I will not say a word. Either I'm hyper focused when I'm quiet, or I'm genuinely pissed off. And you'll know if I'm genuinely pissed off
Mm-hmm.
because I'll say certain things that I should not say, but I will because of how pissed off I am.
We genuinely try when we're playing League, and I think that's why we don't play norms. You can't really get too pissed off with ARAM because ARAM is meant to be and is bullshit. It is you just bullshitting around. But like in norms, and in even interestingly enough, in norms you are expected to be trying constantly. I went into a game where I was playing jungle. I don't know what the fuck was happening. My ping would not come down over 3,000. So I was doing nothing. I had this fizz go, why aren't you playing in bots if your ping isn't good? And I'm like, well, how am I supposed to expect my ping going up for one game? Like, I didn't know this was happening. I was fine before. And he goes, well, where's that my fault? I'm like, where did I say it was your fault?
Exactly.
And as soon as I said that, they shut the fuck up because they literally just made an ass of themselves further.
It's true. That was funny. I was there for that. That
It
was
was
funny.
me and Kitty. We were both trying to. She was
in
going
the
to teach
voice
me
chat.
jungle. No, you were
I was
playing.
in
I think you were playing ADC.
Oh no, I was. That's right. That's right. I was playing ADC. That's right.
And I
So
went
I was like, Kitty
Shyvana,
went
and Kitty went like
mid. I think she went mid or top.
no. Kitty, we were double jungling so she could kind of teach me rotations.
Oh, that's right. Because we were playing. That's right. Because we were playing bot stuff. But
No,
yeah,
this was
I remember
norms.
that. Was
We
it
were
norms?
literally laughing, and we were just like, okay, we're gonna play a game just
Oh, we were
unusual.
just being straight up crackheads. That's
We
why.
were trying. We were trying the
I wanted
meme
to.
of
Kitty's
like
a
two
crackhead.
junglers.
We were memeing, and I also wanted to practice.
You
Mel
guys
wanted
were
to
memeing
learn.
it, and it was working. Was the funny part.
It's anytime it's with Kitty, we always meme and it works.
Well, it didn't work
Not
this
gonna lie.
time, but I had 3,000 ping.
Yeah.
But this person was this fizz was like accusatory, and like they even told the enemy to like get me in trouble. And when I stated, hey, my ping is up, I really don't know what's going on, it was fine. They go, okay, so we're not. I'm like, thank you. Like, this is not my fault. I cannot control the internet being the internet.
Well, that, and plus me and Kitty also backed up Mela and also got after the fizz.
The fucking top laner was so pissed off for me.
It was great. It was funny.
They're like, shut up, just play the game. They're having troubles. They can't control it. Shut the fuck up.
Everybody has bad games. Anyway,
remember
I'm gonna real quick run to the bathroom so y'all can continue talking. I'll be back.
I remember one of the games, this was, I don't know what year it was, but it was just a random, like, the servers basically all crashed, right?
I remember that!
Yeah, there was that Nasus that was fed his fucking top lane, and I went to try to defend it from him breaking it. And he was so close to me, and I thought I died. When it all came back, I think what happened is it forced him under turret. Like, he went to hit me, but he might have, or I survived or something. I don't remember how low my health was. But I just remember it was like shut down. It's like, wait, I did it? After like 5 minutes, I actually...
There was a game that I was playing with Hado and Viv. I don't remember who else was there, though.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what happened that day. Every single one of us in the game, our ping went over 25,000.
Oh, yeah, it was that game.
And me and Viv were like, the worst part is, and I do feel bad for the enemies for this, because it went from them getting stomped to us just stomping them. Mm-hmm. And we wound up winning. And, like, they literally said, I don't know what happened. I don't know if, like... I really don't know what happened, because nothing changed. They just started dying. I don't know if they were just, like, their focus was shaken, which is probably the situation. But, like, how did it go from us just being fucked over to us just winning? And, like, we had a conversation with some of the enemies at the end of it. Or at least I did. And they're like, yeah, it must have just been y'all focused in, and we just couldn't recover from the situation, I'm like, that's the best idea I have. But no, another character I hate fighting. Fucking Fizz. Fuck him.
I remember during my gym phase, I was firing at Fizz and one other person. Like I was trading shots between them, and they were both decently low, but the person behind Fizz was lower, and Fizz would have survived the fourth shot, right? As I fire, he hops up on his stick. It goes straight past him and kills his teammate behind him.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, that's a dickbag move.
I hate Fizz. It's another case of low risk, but immediately high reward. Because he has a shit ton of mobility.
Oh, okay.
And he is just not fun to play.
I thought it was something nice. Rude.
Heimerdinger is more fun to play against because at least you can kill his fucking turrets. Fizz is just yeet, 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 yeet. Like, shut the fuck up.
I remember
when
Set kind of came out. I had to fight a Heimer top. I literally would walk between his turrets, just smack them together, then break them.
I hate Set, but for a different reason. I just don't like playing against him.
Nah, Set's kind of busted.
Not as much, but I've now actually been forced to play him twice. I hate everything about this kid. He is not fun. He is... Oh my gosh, he is not fun to me. And I know part of my dislike for him comes from my dislike for somebody else who said that they remind him of himself. And I feel bad, but also I don't, because I don't like that. His kid.
I know who you mean. Don't worry. But
I know.
No. Talking about mini story with Set, right?
What?
We were playing Nexus Blitz.
Oh no.
I don't know if you were there, but I was playing with Hato and Viv. I don't remember who else. Maybe Star was playing. I don't remember. But basically, I was playing Set, right? And I was going into the main lane. And there was a Tryndamere. That Tryndamere had almost 2 million points in Mastery.
Dear heavens.
Level 2? I broke his ankles and first blooded him.
Good.
That hard. And I kept doing it for the rest of the game. Like, I literally waited for him to run at me, and I just stun punch. And I was like, he was getting upset about it. I'm like, dude, stop running at me and I won't kill you. It's that simple. Still did it anyways.
I hate to say it, but a lot of Tryndameres have one playstyle. And to be fair, it is his best playstyle. But like, when you have someone who's gonna stop your mobility, you need to adapt. I don't know. My issue specifically with League is more of a me thing, and I have admitted that very many times. I really don't like fighting tanks. And that's why the tank meta, which is still a meta, where they're in support and in ADC, or not ADC, in tank, jungle, and then up top, it's just tank on tank. It's not, you're not dying fast. It's slow. It takes forever. You can't burst them down. You can't kill them. It's just not fun. That's why I don't like... If you look at my hours, I don't think I have more than maybe a couple... Maybe 30 minutes, if even, on any tank ever. But that's because most games are 20 to 30 minutes long. Oh gosh, I just got reminded of the game we played, Zen, with you, me, Star, Hato, and Viv, and I... Not Star. The other... Was it Star? You, me... Maybe it was you, me, Hato, Star, and the person I'm not fond of. No, that's what it was. It was I think it was like an hour and 10-minute long game. And my body hurt so badly. We were losing the entire time. And I kept asking to end it. I was stating, I need to get out of this. I'm in pain. I need to go. It was ignored by the other two. They literally said, oh well, and just continued to do it. And we won. They said, look what happens when you don't give in. I literally just fucked up, or not fucked up. I literally just went, I'm in pain. I don't give a fuck if we lost or won. And I just left. I was pissed. They didn't care, because they don't know me. I don't care if they don't care or not. But like, Hato just kind of went quiet, and then you, of course, checked on me because it was bad. I was in tears when I left because I was in so much pain.
Very, very true. Very true.
And that's part of the reason I don't like him, is that he is so prideful. He's so touchy about his pride that he couldn't let a friend of a friend go. He couldn't let me get out so that I could lay down. And Hato literally, Viv
Was I
actually...
there for that?
I think you were... No, but I told you the next day, because even you were pissed off about it.
Oh, that's right, because I went to fucking Hato and Viv about it, and I was not very happy.
Viv texted me a little bit after so that I could calm down, because I was not making much sense when I was talking. Which is fair, because pain. She was, are you okay? You know, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I'm in pain, I am laying down, but I am doing better. And she was, honestly, I would have told the enemy team, hey, this game went on too long, her chair is broken, she is physically in a lot of pain because she got hurt recently. It was like, I think I ran, or was falling and like hit something that caused all the pain to like start up in general, and my chair just made it so much worse. Like, she's flat out said, I was literally 2 seconds away from telling you to leave. Because, quite frankly, you were in pain. You were in a lot of pain. And I would have just told the enemy not to report you because there's nothing... It's your health over a fucking game. And then from that day on, I did my best not to be around him. I did not like him. I wanted nothing to do with him. No, don't get me wrong. He had always rubbed me the wrong way. But the way he talked, the way he interacted with people was so... I don't really have a good... Like, I want to say it very much felt like the person in position with power and that abused it but didn't have the actual power to abuse. If that makes sense. And I really did not like being around him. And I didn't play very often with him. I played a couple of games with him. And those games I did not have fun. I did not have fun listening to him shit talk. I did not have fun listening to him get mad. I did not have fun. And I eventually just, like... It got to the point where I told Viv, hey, I really don't like being around him. If he wants to join, please tell me, and I'll just back out saying I have to do something else. I know that's not fair to you who wants to play with me and Hato who does. But I also don't want y'all to sit here and play like 15 games with me and then like not play with him. Because he is their friend. I'm kind of glad that I don't... Do they associate with him anymore?
I don't remember.
Because after the falling out during the leaving, moving situation, it's just like he dropped off the face of the earth around them. I didn't like her for very long either. Like, there was a time where I didn't like her very much, but it's because she was mimicking the same things he was.
Oh, we're talking about that situation.
Yeah,
okay.
It felt... because I didn't like her before, and I didn't hate her, or I didn't, like, dislike her, I was neutral. But beforehand, I didn't really like her too much, because she was, like, very parody. Like, there wasn't much to her as herself. It was more of, she was heavily influenced by the things around her, which isn't innately a bad thing. But it didn't feel like she was showing us who she was. It was, like, echoing of other people around her. Which I can understand as someone who was a late emotional bloomer and, like, didn't know myself for a long time and still trying to find out things about myself. Like, even the basic shit. Like, I'll be in voice chat with Scarlett and Zin, like, mid-League of Legends, and we'll be commenting about something, and all of a sudden I go, oh, I didn't know that about myself. And it's a really simple thing that you should know. I'm still finding out. Because reasons. But, like, they just were not... I don't mind her as much after they broke up, to be honest, because she kind of started becoming more to who she is. But I just never really talked to her, never got close to her. I'm neutral with her.
Who?
Star. If you remember Star. Scarlett?
Star.
Dated
yeah.
Whatever his name was.
Yeah.
I'm neutral on her.
I met her in person, but I was just meh. Like, I was like, hi. And that was pretty much about it.
Like I said, I don't have anything against her. I never did. It just never felt like she was her. It always felt like she was other people in a way. It's like she didn't know herself. And that made
Yeah.
me a little uncomfortable, but I didn't have anything against her. I have nothing against her. The only one that I really never wanted to associate with was him. Because he was so uncomfortable to be around. And I know for a while I didn't want to be around another person whose name is escaping me. But now that I've kind of gotten to know who he is through conversations with other people, I wouldn't mind talking with him. I wouldn't mind playing games with him if he... I mean, I don't talk to him ever.
Grim?
Yeah. When I first met Grim was when I first met y'all. And y'all were having troubles with him. He would say or do things that pissed me off.
I wasn't having trouble
Hano
with
and
Grim.
Viv were having trouble
yeah.
with him. And I came in, joined y'all the next day after I met Viv. And that very day, I was pulled into a brand new Discord away so that they could talk. With, like, just us. And I felt wrong about it, and the poor guy apologized to me and said, I had no issues. I'm literally just here. I'm just following the people I know because I have nothing to say. This isn't my fight to fight.
Yeah.
He was... A big reason that I disliked being around him for a while was that he did not show very much emotion, but what he did was very know-it-all in a way of, like, almost over prideful.
Yeah.
It was to the point that he went into bots with like Lux and proved that you can alone against all bots you can carry. And I'm like, well, that's not the character I was talking about. Of course Lux can do that. I'm talking about like Nami or someone who really has no auto attacks.
Yeah. Well, then I also remember at the time too, I was also pissed off about that situation too with him. And I literally told them, I remember when he did that whole Lux against the bots, I literally looked at him and told him, and I was like, dude, I was like, this is bots. They're not people. People's brains work different than a fucking computer system. And I fucking left.
I
remember I was not very happy about that.
I never confronted him on this, just because I really didn't want to cause any problems, and like, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the reason that happened, you know? But like, I remember not long after meeting him, we were doing against each other, and I picked Lux. You were at work at the time, Scarlett.
Yes, I was.
Or you were either, I think you were working and listening in because you were in the voice chat, just not playing.
I wasn't at work, I was at home doing other shit, that's what it was.
Well,
I remember, just because if I was at work at the time where I was working, I was not allowed to have my phone out at all.
Fair. I picked Lux for just support in general, because it was 3v3. And I think it was me, Hato, and Zin. And then Viv and Star and Grim, I think it was.
I think so,
I was just having a good day of skill checks. I was hitting Grim. Grim was playing jungle. And I was just hitting my Qs on him properly. And then eventually I started bursting him down. He got pissed. He was talking about Lux being stupid and broken, and I'm like, not really. You're just kind of doing the same thing. And I didn't say anything, but like, not really. I'm just watching you. I'm just watching how you're moving. And right now you're just being predictable because I'm not as good as you. So I'm able to throw it in a direction that I think you're coming from, and it worked almost all the time. But he was genuinely pissed off about it, and it was after that I'm like, I really don't want to be around him.
Yep.
I don't. And I feel bad because Zin has advocated that it's not the case. There's more to them, which I knew. But, like, I'm just not
so
comfortable being around someone who wants their pride to be so noticed that they're willing to do things like that. And that was then. Now I'm a little less caring about it. I still get annoyed, but, like, whatever. It's not somebody's whole personality. But that's what it was presented to me as. And of course, then still talk to him. I don't know if he still does, but after a while, he's like, you know, he's on this. He's like, he's really chill, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I'm sure. It's just his first impressions on me were really bad. And I'm talking first time meeting and then like 5 League of Legends games. I have never talked to him outside of it because we're just 2 different people with 2 different groups. We're not, we might be part of the same friend group, but we're on the different sides of it. I don't know. That was a lot of people talk as opposed to League talk. What else about League? What is our most fun thing about it? Like, what makes us keep coming back?
What makes us keep coming back?
Mm-hmm. Also, yes,
Um,
Tier, I know you were in my I'm in your imagination.
I would say for me, I've just been playing for so long, it's become just natural for me to want to play it.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason why I I would say the reason why I like to play it is I love how the game plays. I love how it goes. I love all the different things you can do, all the different build options you can do with the characters and the mass amount of characters. Yes, do I play select few? Yes, because I'm picky, okay?
Comfort pick.
I have my comfort picks that are also there, and the good thing is the comfort picks I have tend to stay pretty well rounded in the game. They're not like overpowered. Lex can be overpowered, but they're not overpowered, but they're not underpowered. They're kind of just in the middle. They're kind of there. I'm not like I play ranked. Yes. Am I trying to climb? I would like to at least get to gold. Yes, I will not lie, but I'm definitely not like I'm just here to have fun, you know, play it. I meet new people. Like I literally played a game earlier today and I had a blast. Granted, I was hating the character I was versing, which was a fucking Yone, who's also busted, like I said earlier. But I had fun. I loved it. And I met a new person. Like you can meet actually some really good people and become good friends with them, aka Mello and Zen. But it's like that kind of stuff, and I love like I will give League this. They are pretty good about majority of their lore. Some people, Seraphine, they need to work on. But
I know Seraphine has lore. Corky has nothing. There is no lore on anything about Corky. Corky does not exist in lore.
We know he's in videos. We know he's in old Yordle. That's about it.
We don't know why he has a helicopter. We don't know what war he supposedly was in. Nothing.
Yeah. Anyway, but for the most part, like they have really good lore. Like they're really good about their lore for the majority part. Plus the skin lines, I will not lie, they have a bajillion skin lines, and the majority of them are pretty good.
I wish they were prioritizing giving legendaries to people who don't have them, as opposed to like Darius, who has 2 legendaries, Ari, who has like 2 legendaries, Leona. Well, yeah, she does have 2 legendaries, not including
Ari has 2. Leona has 2.
There's someone with 3.
Yep. Leona technically has 3 because she has her.
There's someone with like I think there is someone with legitimately 3 separate skin lines.
It's a popular character,
but like there are characters who like while they're never top tier, like going back to Nami. Nami is not a top tier healer. She is like B, high B, nearly low A tier, I think is where she's usually kept. She's used in... I've seen her used competitively. I've seen her in the league, in their worlds. But it's not a constant play like some other supports. But she has always held her own. She has held her place. But for the life of me, they won't give her a legendary. Yes, I am biased. Fight me. But I feel like when she has been pretty much holding the same place every single year, every single Worlds, I feel like she kind of deserves a place to have a legendary.
It's true.
I mean, she did get a Mythic.
She got a Mythic,
Which didn't start.
She also has a Prestige now, which is actually really fucking pretty.
Well, that's what I mean. The Mythic is Prestige.
Yeah.
Scarlet's main has a legendary. One of Zen's main has a legendary, and then me.
I'll be honest. Literally all 3 of my mains, which is Lux, Ari, and Seraphine, all have legendaries. No. Seraphine doesn't have legendary.
She has an ultimate.
An ultimate, yeah, here's the thing. Lux and Ari both have legendaries, okay? Lux and Seraphine have ultimates. Ultimate skins in the game are the most expensive. They're a $50 skin. And Lux's is the best. It came out in 2015 or 2016, like around when I started playing. I think it was 2016.
I think so.
Anyway, hers is the best skin in the game. The problem is it's a game-breaking skin.
They can't do it again.
It's 10 skin in ones. They literally stated they cannot make another one like Lux's for the sole fact that it is such a heavy it's so heavy on the servers because of how it works.
And that's fair. People give Gun Goddess shit, but I really like Gun Goddess.
Gun Goddess, I think it's great. But
Seraphine,
anyway,
as much as I like it, didn't really deserve.
it could have been better. Honestly, I would have considered it a
I don't-
legendary like it is in Wild Rift. But
I don't think she needed an ultimate upon release. Just like I don't think what's his face needed a fucking prestige upon release.
Kassanti.
Yeah, I've not
exactly.
seen anything about him.
Anyway, but yeah, I was like, there is characters like that should get legendaries, like Nami, older characters. Another thing too, for characters that are getting ASUs, they're doing good on the 2 ASUs that we have.
Mm-hmm.
Guess who we have leaks on? Who's potentially the third one?
Am I
it's
gonna
a
be
really
upset?
easy guess. I don't know.
Whom is
Maybe Lux.
She doesn't.
An
Shavonna!
ASU.
Shavonna needs it!
Mela. Shavonna needs a rework, not an
Shavonna-
ASU.
I don't even know if she needs a rework. I think she needs tweaking, to be honest. Her ASU
wanna
is
give
more
her a
needed because I'm
rework.
sorry, she's gross.
Well, they buffed her. No, they nerfed her this patch or this upcoming patch. Anyway,
Why?
because she's actually kind of overpowered.
You know
apparently.
what I
don't
think would
she
be a
is.
huge thing to nerf that would actually make a whole lot of her kit a whole lot better?
Huh.
Why the fuck is she so fast? Why is that E so fast?
Well, hold on. Let me pull up the.
Because
Okay.
I really like. Imagine building fucking speed, like items that go with her, but also add
No,
speed,
they're
and then
just-
put predator.
they're just- It's true. They're just lowering her E's on hit damage a little bit.
Or not
not
her
even a
E.
whole
What
lot.
is it? Her W? That's the
I think it's
AoE.
about equals to speed. Anyway,
I think they need to lower that down a little because it's ridiculous how easily she can get away. Even Scion
Yeah, I
is
know.
easier to kill when he's running away.
But apparently, for leaks on the next ASU is looking to most likely be Lux.
I just want them
Well,
to finally
my
make good on
whole-
their fucking promise.
My whole thing is for Lux, anything from her mythic skin onwards is fine. It's
Oh,
her Star Guardian and lower need to be changed.
Her
Yes,
Star
I will
Guardian
admit-
was cute when it came out, and then they just said, okay, Gen 1 sucked, here's better.
Yeah. Anyway, I will admit her model could use some updates. She could use some more voice lines because she has some, but she's like Ari. She doesn't have a lot compared to new champions.
Well, here's the thing.
But
At least she
there's
has
also-
interactions. Nami doesn't. Nami has zero interactions with anyone.
Mm-hmm.
And that
But
bothers
Same
me.
with Varys.
Same with Ferris. Although,
Yep. But anyway,
it's-
there's other characters that I do agree that definitely need more of an ASU because here's the thing: Lux did get a VFX.
Mhm.
Granted, they haven't been doing that because I don't know why, but Lux got a VFX, so that helped her a lot.
Mhm.
That was mainly to clarify her hitboxes because,
They were wonky.
to be granted, especially her ultimate and her Q, you couldn't tell if you were gonna get hit by either of them, and then you would. Then they fixed it.
Although
and
that happens
anyway.
with Morgana's Q too.
But there are other characters I feel like could definitely use more of an ASU. Corky, I feel like could. I don't know if I wouldn't want to say ASU because I would
No.
say his things. He needs a VFX.
He
and
needs
some
a
voice
full. I
lines
think
and
he needs a
lore.
full work.
Oh, full rework.
Well, how many times do you see him
That's
actively
true.
pick?
That is true.
I
that
think
is
he's
true.
very niche, and he's very strong for the niche he fits. But that
can-
niche can
yeah.
also easily just be taken down because if he can't jump on you, he's dead.
I play Lux and he can't really much do.
I'm not
anything,
gonna lie,
so-
I think he should have an ability because he's got a fucking warship. I feel like he needs an ability that applies a cleanse, for like a short amount of time, and a
Yeah.
decently-ish long cooldown.
Also,
Like how
you too?
not tournament. Who is it that eats oranges?
Uh-huh.
Gangplank.
Gangplank, yeah. Who I also can never call Gangplank because it just sounds like Matt Mercer doing a voice. Because he
True.
is the voice actor.
Real quick, you two.
Hmm?
Can you look in our private chat?
Sure.
Real quick.
What'd you do?
Don't say anything out loud, please. But yeah.
Honestly? So I'm looking at the time. I think we finish up with something like positive that we like about the game. But I think that's it because I am in pain because chair is fucked up. And then we do our outros and then we end. How does that sound to y'all? A nice 2.5 hour little rant.
Yeah.
And then
the
when
reason
we
why
start
I've
up
been
next
quiet
time,
is
go ahead.
I've been zoning out on Pokemon, and all of a sudden I'm feeling a slight wave of
I already know
grogginess.
who I'm
I need
going
to fix
raid.
that.
Are you gonna raid with me, Scarlet? Because I have a friend. I'm gonna raid with a friend.
We'll do that.
Epic. Cool. I will very quickly, since I have a whole shit thing to do for my goodbyes. Well, even though this is more of I will see y'all later, because fucking D&D.
Send it to me. Send it to me.
I'm
Send
working on it. I'm
thingy.
working on it. I have to sit back down because I was standing up because of pain.
Fair.
What I like about League, even though it's a pain in the ass, when you find the right side of the community, it is really good. They are really good people. But, like, they're good. Like, Viv and Hato took me in as a friend, and it was almost immediately that I started getting nicknames and, like, treated really kindly. Granted, for me, Viv, or not me and Viv, but me, Zen, and Scarlet, it took a little bit longer to, like, talk to each other just because I was really reserved. And then
Very true.
And then Zen and I started talking, and then we started bickering like fucking siblings, so.
Yeah.
Scarlet, I just asked a question, and like. And then we became close.
Very true. Very true. And then we just never shut up since then.
Bitch. There you go. I put it in our private matters.
I already got it. Thank you.
I'm gonna start the raid stuff.
Yeah, I literally met them both through Hato and Viv, and wouldn't change it for anything.
Mm-mm.
But huh? What do you mean? It went. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I know. I just love these two. Wouldn't change it for the world. But we are gonna go raid Mella's friend, everybody. So I love you all. You guys could all go show them all the love and support. I also appreciate everybody that was here and dealt with this scuffed crackheadness.
Yes.
And then I might stream later tonight to like play games. I don't know. It depends on how I feel. But
I will be live for D&D
if not,
tonight.
I'll be live whenever next time because my schedule
I
is
am
never gonna be
live whenever I have energy.
Yep, exactly. So, I love you all. You'll have a good night, and bye-bye.
See y'all tonight for D&D.
Y'all have a good one.